Welcome, everyone, to episode 12 of What We Watch, where weekly we dive into a movie and break it down from start to finish. For the very first time, we are looking into a film about music. The movie in turn is the one and only Whiplash. This is a 2014 movie, and it was inspired by the college life of the director and writer of the film, Damien Chazelle. Chazelle. Blumhouse produced the film, and Sony was a major distributor under the Sony Classics banner for the United States and all major countries. Unlike any other movie we saw before, this is the very first one that digs into the music world, or that lets us go into a little bit of the music genre, or on the way of, or the way that a director or a musician in a band looks at himself or at the director in turn. Um, Basically, this is a movie about a school where a kid wants to go be something, or be a great drummer, and the story kicks off from there. But before we get into the movie, and for the moment that most of you guys have been waiting for, ladies and gents, help me welcome my co-host, or the co-host of the show, Lorenzo. How are you doing, man? How's your day?
I am doing great. Thank you once again for having me, guys. It's glad to be back. Sorry we're a little bit late again. Of course, like always, my fault. I work. Um, but we are here today. Glad to be here and very excited to talk about this movie. Um, it
Lorenzo, you
just,
sound quiet.
it just, oh, I sound quiet. I'm sorry. Dum, 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 how about now? Hold on, let me
Check the
adjust.
mic,
Yeah.
the volume.
All right. Is that a little bit better? But yes, thank you very much for having me once again. I'm actually excited to speak about this movie. Super awesome. Welcome, guys.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to see if they put
And
that
thanks,
you.
Stas. Thank you.
What happened?
Hmm. I
Oh,
was saying thanks to DOS Gamer.
yeah. So I'm just waiting to see if you sound better or not, so I can go check it out over there.
Hmm. How do I sound better, DOS?
Oh, qué pendejo soy.
Pues sí, también, ¿verdad? Vamos a checar ahí.
Hold on. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Hey, pum. There you go.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thank you,
Automata.
Adam. Autumn. Autumn.
Autumn. Yeah.
Autumn. Adam. Autumn.
Autumn.
Okay. So before and like anything else, or before and like unlike any other episode, um I want to go into a little bit of the making of the movie for the one and only reason that this was actually an Oscar nominated movie, unlike Lord of the Rings that we all knew that. This was a very, what's up Twisted, what's up Twisted, how are you? This was a very unknown film, and it has a pretty unique story to it. Nothing fancy or anything like that. It was just weird how it came about to be a movie. And we were talking about last time how much money it took to make a movie, and we said it was little a lot. Well, the budget for this movie was like $5, not literally, but
Yeah, I was gonna
like
say,
yeah, in millions,
so
it was like $5.
Wow.
So we'll talk about it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, BB, how are you?
Yo, baby.
So remember, guys, we were talking about Whiplash, and Chazelle, which was the director, finished writing the script in 2013. That's only a year before the movie came out. Drawing upon his experience in a very competitive jazz band, soon after, Right of Way Films and Blumhouse Production helped Chazelle turn 15 pages of a script into 18-minute short film. The short film was also titled Whiplash. The short film received acclaim after debuting at the 2013 Sundance Film Festival, which attracted investors to produce the complete version of the script. Film took place in September 2013 through Los Angeles in a course of 17 days. So this movie was only made in 17 days.
That is crazy.
Yeah. The film explores concepts of perfectionism, dedication, success, deconstruction, and concept of ambition. Whiplash premiered in competition at the 2014 Sundance Festival. That's a year after the short film competed at the Sundance Festival. On January 16, 2014, as the festival opening film. It won the Audience Award and Grand Jury Prize for Drama. The film opened in a limited. Oh shit! What was that? Sorry.
Technical difficulties, guys. I think I got the easiest job. Pressing buttons.
Hold on. Where were we? Short film which attracted. Okay, yeah. The short film received acclaim after debuting at the 2013 Sundance Festival Film, which attracted investors to produce a complete version of the script. Filming took place in September 2013. Oh, yeah, we already went through this. Whiplash premiered in the competition at the 2014 Sundance Festival on January 16, 2014, as a festival's opening film. It won the Audience Award and Grand Jury Prize for Drama. The film opened in limited release domestically in the United States and in Canada on October 10, 2014, gradually expanding to 500 screens. Okay, so it only opened up. Before that, I think it had to open in New York and in Los Angeles. The reason why is because before December of the year, it has to be, I think, before December 18th or December 12th or some shit like that. It's a weird date. Any film that wants to contend or be taken into consideration in the Oscars, it has to be released before December something, before 12 or December 18th of the year prior. So they have to release it in New York and in Los Angeles. Minimal of one screen each in order for them to take into consideration.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's why they released it first.
Cool little fun fact.
That's why they released it first in a small quantity, and I think it was only 2 screens. It was only one in New York and one in Los Angeles. Um, so then it gradually expanded to over 500 screens, and finally closing on March 26, 2015. The reason why they released everything in March, that's because it's after the Oscars. So all the buzz from the Oscars, people want to go see movies. So most of the Oscar movies, even though they're out, like they're contending for Oscars, their major release is after the Oscars or during the Oscar season, which is January to March or April. Yep.
That's another fun fact I did not know. Not a very big fan of the Oscars.
You're not a yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I have yeah. It's the most boring award show I can fucking remember. Like it's never good. Like not even because Eminem came out like a year ago or something like that. Like it's very boring. Or because of the slap either. Like I can care less.
Yeah, I think that might have been like added onto it just to spice things up. I don't know.
Yeah, because I have my theory about that, but I want to go into it because we're gonna go very deep into that shit.
We're going on a different tangent.
Yeah. The film received widespread critical acclaim for its screenplay, direction, film editing, sound mixing, and Sellers and Simmons performances, and grossed $49 million. That doesn't sound like a lot, but it was only made on a $3.3 million budget. So they made over $45 million.
That's a good chunk of change. I'm trying to do the math in my head.
If you want a good nap, watch the Oscars. No joke.
Yes.
That is over 1,000% of their money.
I don't know about 1,000.
Yeah, 100% would be
the 3 million.
Yeah.
But I don't know
and it's about
1,000.
It's over.
Oh well, yeah, it's over 30.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or even if it's over, even if 100% is 6, then anything after that would be 100. So 9 would be 200. 12 would be. So yeah, it's over 300. No, like we like. I didn't stop it. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
So yeah, it had to make a shitload of money.
That's
compared to what it was
compared
made
to what
for.
it took to make it. And it didn't have that many like big actors in it. The only 2 big ones that I recognize were the only 2 main characters. J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons and Miles Teller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are the only ones that I recognized out of the actors.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe the dad, but the dad has done like real, like small roles.
¿Qué onda, Grims? ¿Cómo andamos?
What it do? But yeah, I don't remember seeing the dad in any like big movies or like a main character or like a main role.
Think about it. This is a independent film, and this is not a big movie.
Yeah,
like
you can tell with the budget.
Yeah, like this is not a very big movie though.
Wow.
So before we keep on going, guys, just so you guys can know, was this movie worth Oscar contention? Remember, this was for the 2015 Oscars because it came out in 2014. So we're gonna talk about it, and then at the end, you guys can tell me yes or no. For some, well, we'll go into it right now. But overall, from all the lists that were made from critics, the overall average was this movie ended up top 5 for the year of that year of 2014.
That's crazy, but I can see it. I can definitely see it. with this movie?
I think this was the same year of was it Life of Pi? Life of P? Oh,
Life of Pi.
yeah. Hold on. I'll
Oh,
tell you
so
right
that
now.
was a good movie too, though, with Richard Parker. And that was a very interesting movie. Um, but I think like what would be the runners
It
for like
was yeah, it was for 2015, and it was best adapted screenplay, best picture, best film editing, best supporting actor, best sounding mixing.
yeah, because I was gonna say like maybe even for like maybe for what do you call it like
Oh,
music
it was in the Life of P. Oh fuck, it was stacked. It was Whiplash, American Sniper, Birdman, The Grand Budapest Hotel. That movie's a fucking masterpiece. Way
the
the
Budapest Hotel.
yeah, The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
The Imitation Game, Selma, The Theory of Everything, and Boyhood. Boyhood is the movie that the director took 18 years to make because it's the same actor from year 1 to year 18.
Get out of here!
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that one.
Yeah, that shit was.
That's
Yeah,
dedication.
Life of Pi was with the actor. Man, that is a stacked fucking Oscar nomination
Mm.
movie. I think Birdman won with
Birdman.
Alejandro González Iñárritu. That was the first year that he won. And then the next one was the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Excuse me. Totally over my head. I don't recognize that movie.
Yeah, I think it's the parents or the family, and he eats everybody.
Oh yeah. Mm.
But yeah, wait, that is a fucking stacked. Just out of those movies. Okay, so let's play this game real quick. I'm gonna name you guys the movies, and then you tell me if this movie's better or worse than those movies. I don't know how many of you guys have watched it. Boyhood. Has anybody watched Boyhood?
I
No.
haven't. I haven't, but I'm definitely gonna have to watch it. Who's the actor on that?
I don't know the name of the actor.
Boyhood. I'm definitely have to put that on my list.
The Theory of Everything. Boyhood is the one that like the director took 18 years to make because it's the same actor from year 1 or from the beginning to the end. Right, like from year 1 to year 18 or whatever ages it was.
Yeah.
The Theory of Everything. I think that's the guy in a wheelchair. The scientist. El que era
Yes.
Blasiri.
The Stephen Hawking's asshole.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yes, I'd seen that one.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Better or worse than Whiplash?
They're too different. They're way too like.
Look, but like, what would be for you? What would be topped? Like, would Whiplash be one or would Budapest Hotel be one?
I think Whiplash. For me personally, I think
Whiplash?
Whiplash.
Oh
Yeah.
I disagree with that one 100%.
Really?
Yeah, wait, Budapest Hotel is
It was a great movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like the. It was different. It was different from movies that you'd seen. So,
yeah.
if it almost felt like a documentary for the actual hotel.
For the hotel.
And I was like, whoa! I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm a big documentary buff. So, I mean, I was like, but Whiplash just.
Adam, Theory of Everything better or worse than Whiplash? Have you seen it?
The
The
theory of
theory-
everything.
No.
I haven't been able to finish it. I either fall asleep or something comes up, and or something takes my attention away from it. It's just one of those movies that like I have to sit down and say "Me amarro los huevos" and I gotta sit down and
Yeah.
watch it.
Yo prefiero Whiplash over the Theory of Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Nah, you're correct, Adam. Now I'm just kidding. No, yeah, but in my opinion also.
Mm-hmm.
But I would put up to now Grand Budapest and Whiplash. The Imitation Game. Have you watched that?
Imitation Game.
It's about, I think it's the code detectors, or the ones that uncovered the codes, like the Morse codes from the Nazis or things like that, or from war, or from Germany. I don't think it was the Nazis. I think it was in Germany. So they created a whole machine wing in order to intercept things.
Oh, the encryption computer.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then we find out that this guy's gay, but he marries the girl just so they won't.
so they don't
Yeah.
like discriminate him or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I don't think I've seen that one. Imitation Game.
Oh, you should watch it.
Sounds like a good one.
Yeah. So Grand Budapest Hotel, Imitation Game, Whiplash.
Same Adam. Music movies just they move me a lot more.
Except Drumline.
What?
Yeah, wait. I was in Bangladesh.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say. I'm surprised you were actually a drummer.
Yeah.
Like, why did Drumline? Was it the lovey dovey tie into it?
No, wait. Like, actually, no, because that happens a lot more than people actually realize. Like, you really end up dating somebody
Dating somebody
that's in there, because
Yeah,
te la pasas ahí todo el puto día.
yeah.
But
it's just nothing but practice.
yeah, but it was actually the drumming that fucked me over.
What?
Like, okay, so we'll continue. I'll explain more about that right now.
I was gonna say, I think I remember you specifically in middle school when it came out. I want to say that you were practicing with that little round thing on the bed, and I think you were doing the. If I'm not mistaken, you were doing the drum
cadences.
line. Yeah, the drum line cadences. It was just like a fond memory I have of our childhood. Like I was like, but whatever.
Yeah, that's Drumline is a fucking shitty ass movie. It is. Wait, so we'll talk about it, because there's some things here that I dislike about the way they portray something about the music way, but it makes the movie move forward, or it actually makes sense for the movie, because he's not a real drummer.
Yeah.
And he's not a real director. But yeah, I am gonna go into that just a little bit. So I have Grand Budapest Hotel, Imitation Game, and Whiplash. Then we have Selma. I didn't watch Selma.
I don't think I did either.
I can't click on it. I can't click on it, Twister. But if I could, I would let you know.
The diamond.
Yeah, you see her little triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else has it.
Oh, well, congratulations, Twisted.
I'll send one or more bits, but less than 100.
Oh,
So thank you for that.
yes, yes, ma'am.
Selma, I didn't watch. Anybody watch Selma here? No. American Sniper.
I did see that one, but it's on a completely different. It's like the Budapest Hotel. That's more of like a documentary for. I want to say that one was for SEAL Team, Sniper. And
Que tiene PTSD, ¿no? Cuando regresa or something like that, o se muere alguien allá y
yeah,
something like that. I remember because I was working at the movies. Was I working at the movies? No, I was not working at the movies. What the fuck was I doing? 2015. I don't remember what I was doing. But
neither do I.
anyways,
Yeah.
Algo te iba a decir, güey. So, but Budapest Hotel. Oh, you said Whiplash first.
Yeah, Whiplash for me.
American
Budapest.
American Sniper.
I want to say Whiplash, Budapest, American Sniper, and then the
The Theory of Everything. Birdman.
Birdman. I don't think I've seen that one.
It's the guy Michael Keaton, the one that played Batman.
Mm-hmm.
He plays Birdman. It's
The-
basically
the
an
serial
old
killer?
actor. What?
Birdman, the serial killer.
No, Birdman. Like it's a movie about. Okay, so it's basically not his life after Batman. Like how he never got over the fact that he played Batman, and like
So it's like a documentary for Michael Keaton.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you. No, that's a cartoon way.
What was that little marshmallow thing?
They gave a bit. They gave us a cent.
Thank you guys.
Oh,
A
look,
little reminder.
Grims. I finally did it. Way.
Boom, boom, boom. Yes.
No way. Este way era como like it was basically playing a superhero in a play. The whole premise of the movie was alright. To me, it's still Budapest Hotel, Imitation Game, Whiplash, Birdman, and The Theory of Everything. Oh no, Boyhood. Sorry, Boyhood.
All right, so let's get
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
with the movie.
Oh my bad way.
Yeah, I know because we're going on a different tangent.
So the film received multiple awards and nomination, winning Academy Awards for Best Film Editing, Best Sound Mixing, and also nominated for Best Picture and Best Adapted Screenplay. J.K. Simmons actually Simmons' portrayal of Fletcher won him the Academy Award, BAFTA, Critics' Choice, Golden Globe, and Screen Actors Guild Awards for Best Supporting Actor. He took it all like that year. He took everything of Best Supporting Actor, which to me he had. Oh no, yeah, he was Best Supporting Actor. So check this out. While attending Princeton High School, writer director Damien Chazelle was in a very competitive jazz band and drew on the dread he felt in those years. He based the conductor Terence Fletcher on his former band instructor, who died in 2013, but pushed it further, adding elements of Buddy Rich and other band leaders known to for the harsh treatment. Chazelle said he wrote the film initially in frustration while trying to get his musical La La Land off the ground.
Oh, so he's actually the producer for La La Land?
That's his musical.
Wow.
Uh, Right of Way Films and Blumhouse Productions Chappelle turned 15 pages. Oh, we already went over this. The hold on. Um, okay, so hold on. Because I want to go into J.K. Simmons shit. So in August 2013, Miles Teller signed on to star the role originated by Johnny Simmons. J.K. Simmons remained attached to his role. Early on, Chazelle gave J.K. Simmons directions that I want you to take it past what you think the normal limit would be. Telling him, I don't want to see a human being on screen anymore. I want to see a gargoyle, an animal. Many of the band members were real musicians or music students, and Chazelle tried to capture their expressions of fear and anxiety when they were pressed by Simmons. Chazelle said that between takes, Simmons was as sweet as can be, which he credits for keeping the shoot from being nightmarish. Also, how fucking bad would it be that guy is super sweet to you, like during in between scenes, and then you get in on scene, and then he starts fucking screaming at you,
Oh,
like, bro, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
it's like being in boot camp. It's like you get your drill sergeant wah, screaming at your face. I'm sorry,
For
guys. I
real.
didn't mean to do that. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, your drill's over, day's over, and then you go to the mess hall. You're having lunch with them, and then all of a sudden, these are real nice guys. Like,
Hey guys,
how
yeah.
y'all doing? It's like, whoa, hold on, what's going on?
Principal photography began in September 2013. The filming taking place through Los Angeles, including the Hotel Barclay, Palace Theater, and the Orpheum Theater.
Yes, he does.
What happened?
Grimm's saying
Oh,
he does a great dick of a person role, like a very asshole-ish
yeah,
persona. Yes, he can definitely do it. Pull it off.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
With a few extra exterior shots filmed in New York City to create the setting, the film was shot in 17 days with a schedule of 14 hours of filming per day. That's a shitload of hours per day to film. Chazelle was involved in a serious car accident in the third week of shooting and was hospitalized with possible concussion, but he returned to set the next day to finish the film on time.
Oh, please tell me that that's the reason why he added that extra scene.
No, that was already there.
Oh, that was already there?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to be like, yo, that is fucking awesome. But I mean, in a way, still, like, it happened to him as well. Like, filming the movie, which is fucking bananas.
Uh, Grimm's actually had told me that he plays, or J.K. Simmons plays kind of the same role on a series, Oz, a Nazi gang member to other races.
Oz. Which one's Oz?
I don't know. I think you said it was on HBO Max, right, Grims? I'm gonna check it out.
Oz. I'm thinking Orange County. Um, the Sons of Anarchy, but no, it's not that one. Um, another great series, by the way. If you guys haven't seen that. Um, but Oz, I don't think I've seen Oz. I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. Just renewed my subscription to the HBO Max, so definitely gonna check that out.
So it opened the first time that it was released. It opened only in 6 theaters. Okay, and it grossed $135,000 in 6 theaters only. That's 22,565 per theater. Then it was expanded to 88 locations. Then 419 locations. Then 1,000 locations to finish it off. In the United States, though, it only made $13.1 million. But $35.9 million came from other territories worldwide, which equals to the $49 million against the $3.3 million budget. So this is another important thing, Wayne. It's actually based. The critics actually love the movie. Like it has high. It has a 94 in Rotten Tomatoes,
Oh
and
wow.
8.6 out of 10 is the average rating.
Hmm.
Um, so out of 49 critics, it gets an 88 out of 100, which makes it a top 5 for that year. So that's not bad of a movie for
Well,
the
I know.
3.3.
Mm-hmm.
So getting into the cast, it was Miles Teller as Andrew Neiman, which is the main character. We have J.K. Simmons as the asshole. We have Paul Razor as Jim Neiman, Andrew's father and high school teacher. The
Mm-hmm. That.
Melissa Benoist as Nicole, a movie theater employee who is Andrew's girlfriend and later ex-girlfriend. Austin Stowell as Ryan Connolly, another drummer in Fletcher's band. Nate Lang as Carl Tanner, another drummer in Fletcher's band. Uh, Nate is the first one,
Hmm.
and then Austin is the second one.
The redhead.
Yeah, I think so. Hold on,
Mm-hmm.
let me make sure. Yeah, Austin's the redhead. Nate is the main one,
Mm-hmm.
the first one. Yeah. Chris Mulkey, Uncle Frank, Andrew's uncle. Damon Gupton as Mr. Kramer. Susan Spoke as Aunt Emma. Jason Blair as Travis, Andrew's cousin. Charlie Yin as Dustin, Andrew's cousin. Henry G. Sanders as Red Henderson. CJ Vanna as Metz, a trombonist who gets dismissed by Fletcher. And Andrew Rashard Driscoll is the as Reed, a trombonist. So I won't ask you who's your favorite character and who's not your favorite character,
Oh yeah.
because there's only two characters
Yeah.
really.
And they were equally.
You enjoyed both of them.
Yeah, equally. Both for their spectacular performances and portrayals of both characters. This is one of the few movies I've seen where I was like, wow, on acting wise. I mean, maybe it's just because it's mainly focused on them two, but wow, just wow.
Oddly enough, I don't know if it had a very good character building, because one thing that we talked about earlier is that the character in another, I can't remember what other movie we talked about it, that the character like didn't move. It was just stale all the way. Like he was the same character throughout. Like there was no growth. But here, you have enough dialogue between the characters that even though they portray the same characters all the time, like
You can see the growth.
yeah, like you see them differently. Like, I guess Fletcher more at the end, like at the very end.
You know what?
But
I'll disagree with you there because I saw the second half first, and then I saw the movie
Oh,
all over again.
hey.
So I was able to see and like I was able to tell what he had already, like the fucked up part he had already done, but then go back and study like his character fully, and I was like, yo, like everything just made sense. The whole uh the whole symbol throwing with
It wasn't a symbol.
well, yeah, I know
It was a chair.
he did a chair,
Yeah.
but he had always talked about throw of what was the jazz player's name, Bird, Jackie Bird, or frick, I forgot the
I mentioned the murder. I know who you're talking about.
but he had said that he didn't become Bird until the other jazz player threw a freaking cymbal at him, and I'd seen that part, the last part, which talks about that, but it shows J.K. Simmons, Teller, throwing, or Fletcher, I'm sorry, throwing the chair at him, and I was like, yo.
Fun fact: there's two things that you see in that movie. One is the guy sitting behind the drummers in the first part,
Yeah.
and whenever he throws a chair, there's nobody there. The reason why is because the first time that scene didn't come out right, so they removed the guy from the back just in case, like just so they wouldn't hit him. So that was the second scene. The one that came out in the movie was the second scene. Prior to that was the first scene.
Wow. So yeah, and I mean, I could imagine, like, heck, este muchacho, Miles, yeah, you know, you can tell he was ready for it and ducks for it, pero
Yeah, Andrew.
imagínate, you don't, like, se te va la onda, you know.
Hey, wait. So I don't think
All
we'll
of a
get.
sudden they yell action
No, like I was telling Grims yesterday when we were watching it, like not my band director, but my drum director, like, cause so they have band director and they have people that like specifically work with you for whatever instrument you play,
yeah,
and then everybody comes together, you read music, and then you play together. But you have special lessons like alone lessons.
yeah, like you get your drummers lessons,
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
your flutes, your
yeah, and then everybody comes together.
strings, yeah.
So mi band director, güey, Mr. Martinez, que he's badass, güey. He's fucking badass.
Tenía que ser Martín.
Yeah, güey, pero ese güey, like, éramos bien cagalero con él, güey. So, ese güey sí nos aventaba mallets. No, no a pegarnos en la cara, güey, como este hijo de su chingada, ma, pero sí te los aventaba, o sí nos metió una putiza, güey. Pero también no la merecíamos.
Sí,
Like, I
no,
see it,
que
güey,
calma.
and I'm like, nah, sí. Like, güey, empezaba a hablar, güey, we would fucking start playing, like, no le hacíamos caso, like, nos valía dick. Pero, whenever it was time to perform, we were always good.
Yeah, you guys were always
Yeah,
on
like,
point.
yeah, he always had us, like, really good. Like, even with the cadences for, like, drum or whatever, like, that's why I hate drumline. Because I know how you're supposed to look. Like, whenever you're playing drums or what type of music you're playing, and from your shoulders or from your hands or whatever,
You can
whatnot.
tell the stance.
Yeah, and you can tell who's playing and who's not playing. So yeah, I was like, but yeah. So the opening scene is very important. Like, the opening scene is Andrew just sitting, playing the drums. The school name is Schaefer Conservatory of Music, which is the music school in the United States, and he's just an alternate drummer in some school band, which is, I guess, the entry level band. Most of the entry level bands are called concert bands. I don't know why, but they're not concert bands. They're just entry level bands. So Andrew abruptly stops playing drums when the band conductor for the main band, Terrence Fletcher, appears in the door in front of him and starts asking Andrew some personal information of him. When Fletcher asks Andrew why he stopped playing, he resumes playing. After he finishes playing, Terrence says he did not mean to resume playing when he asked Andrew to show his rudiments. We did not mean to resume playing. Then he asked Andrew to show his rudiments by playing the drums again. While Andrew plays the drums, Fletcher slams the door, but he comes back to retrieve his forgotten jacket. That is a bitch ass move. Like, oh, y desde ahí, güey, ya me empecé a desesperar a la verga.
See, and that's what I liked about it. Like, I know it's an asshole move, but I can be an asshole sometimes, and when I do it on purpose, um, I like being comical about it, like this. Like when he forgets his jacket and he goes back in, he's like, "Oopsie, I forgot my jacket," and he walks out. I just think it's comical, and I know it gets under a lot of people's skin, but I think that's why I find it comical.
But it's because, so think about it this way. Like, for those of you that have been in band, the main band director, like, if he tells you something or if he's looking at you, like, you better fucking perform.
Yeah.
Like, because he's looking at you for some reason. Like, everybody who's in band knows that. Like, the main band director, like, if he tells you to play something, you better know how to fucking play it right. Because if not, like, there goes your chances. Like, if you're trying to make it to the top band, like, you can be, like, in high school here, tienen 3 bands. Tienen Winds Ensemble, tienen, symphonic band and concert band. Okay, Winds Ensemble is the top of the top. Usually your seniors are there. Then you have symphonic band, which is basically some freshmen, like the very good freshmen, the sophomores and the juniors, porque no hay donde más ponerlos. And then you have your concert band, which is usually
Just freshmen.
freshmen, a little bit of sophomores, a little bit of juniors, and the fucking seniors that don't know how to fucking play yet. Okay, actually, no seniors in concert band because everybody gets their letterman, so they have to be in Winds Ensemble.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the way it was. If anybody, Peter, if you're here, tell me if that's how it works. Pero, güey, so sabes que cuando te dice como para nosotros, sabes que cuando te dicen, like, como si te dice el main director, like, hey, can you play this? Y te da una sheet of music, güey. Like, even if it's the first time that you're sightseeing it, like, you better go through all the motions of knowing what to do because he's maybe testing you to take a spot.
Yeah.
Like, maybe a lo mejor se salió alguien, güey, or maybe somebody's doing bad in school, like that they don't have their grades.
Their grades aren't going as
Yeah,
well,
so they're gonna have to replace them for UIL competitions or some shit like that. So you better go through everything. So that's a bitch ass move from a director.
Me estás diciendo que en todo este tiempo nunca te hemos
¿Qué onda,
pagado,
Smiley?
güey?
¿Cómo andamos?
¿Qué digo? Saludcita.
¿Y por qué
¿Cuál
chingados no me
pinche sueldo
dijiste,
te
güey?
pusieron sueldo nomás, güey?
No quería molestarlos.
Ya sabes que soy chiflado cuando llegues Ismael.
Pero, sí, güey. So that was a bitch ass move. I like, right there, güey. Oh, güey, lo quería aventar los pinches drumsticks yo a la verga, güey. Pero también entiendo al drummer, Andrew, because you're like, hey, bro, like, whatever he says, we do.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically that mentality, güey. Like,
Yeah, you get, like-
in high school.
Well, yeah. I see.
Yeah, it's like, güey, te la pasas ahí todo el día, güey. So everything that's there, güey, is like canon, güey. Like, that's the way that you're gonna go about your everyday life porque te la pasas ahí todo el puto día, güey. I remember, like, band camp for summer. Eran after the school ended, eran 2 weeks, güey. Like, right after school ended. That next Monday, you had to be there at 8 in the morning. Like, from 8 to 12 for 2 weeks. And then about a month, no hay hydrates, güey, para que hagas afford ya. ¿Qué te iba a decir? A month before, güey. Not even football would do this to you, güey. A month before school started,
You had to be there.
you had to be there again. And that was from 8 to 5, güey. And you would, this was for marching season. So even if you had no fucking reason to be there because you wouldn't march, like, you had to fucking show up, güey. So te pasabas casi todo el verano, güey. Te pasabas un mes de verano y lo demás estabas en la escuela, güey. Si te tocaba summer school, ya valiste madre, güey, because you had no fucking vacations, güey.
That's my preferred choir. I was like, nope.
So, like, at the beginning, we were like, damn, this guy just wants to reason why I didn't join band. Yeah, like, and so I get this guy. Like, this guy wants to be the top, like, the top of his class or whatnot. So he's gonna put in all the hard work, all the extra work. And whenever you're a freshman, way, like, because this guy was a first year, you try to impress as fast as you possibly can para no estar tragando mierda en la sucky band.
Yeah.
Like, because they don't play badass music. I was in choir.
It's all right, Twisted. Me too. I believe Automata was as well.
Yeah.
I want to say Ismael was.
Yeah, Smiley was in choir. Que para en 8th grade, güey, no se puso los black shoes y le tuvieron que poner construction paper. Para la pinche, para el yearbook picture.
Eso no me lo acuerdo, pero.
Yeah, güey, les pusieron, because you guys would have 2 choir classes.
Yeah.
And then, like, the choir classes, like,
Oh, so I'm guessing you were soprano.
yeah, tenors are lower. Oh, no, tenors are middles? No.
Sopranos are the highest for females. Altos are like the lower ones for females. Tenors are the high ones for
males. And then bass.
Baritone.
Baritone.
And bass. Baritone and then bass.
Yeah, sí, de música sí más o menos me defiendo, güey.
Algo leve, algo leve.
Well,
I don't know if I can still read music though.
I know how to fucking read music.
Well, yeah, I know you had to live by that. Apparently, even during school and after school. I mean, I'd be able to tell you like
nice,
the
the
counts
golf team.
and all of that, but
I know how to read notes. I can even read you the 2 different treble clefs, like the bass and the standard one. I can read you by notes, like A B C D E F G, like flats and sharps, and I can read you by do re mi fa sol la si.
see, because even when I was there, I wasn't like even when I was in choir, like I was never like a person to be able to read the music fully. To me, it was more I was more audible, like play me a note and then ask me ask me to do the scale, or like I'd be able to just do it like como un perico, vaya, like era más como un cotorro, like sing something in a note and then I'll be able to mimic it, and that's how it was for me.
So I think it's from the bottom to the top way. Like, you know how there's 5 notes? It's elephants got big dirty feet. E B. Oh no,
every good boy deserves
every watermelon. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Yeah, every good boy. Elephants got big dirty feet. Elephants got big dirty feet.
Yeah, I don't remember all the
yeah. So and that's how I remembered it. And then the other one's face in the middle.
Yeah, face in the middle.
Country club 7th and 8th period to practice. Yeah, wait, yeah, that was about golf. That was badass. Tennis too. Wait. Like if you didn't have tennis courts in your school, like you would have to travel to whoever had tennis courts in your district.
Oh, it's like swimming.
Yeah, you would have to go to Nicky Row for us to go to swimming.
I was in swimming one year when they kicked me out of football.
Fuck that, güey. Huh? Fuck that. Con la pinche vieja, güey.
Oh, yeah. Balducci?
Yeah. Fucking hated her health
that's
class.
the reason why I got out of swimming, too. I was like, nah, fuck y'all. I was like, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, no. It wasn't. The fucking. Her health class was fucking. She's like, oh, guys, you shouldn't be drinking. I'm like, ma'am, I've been drinking. She's like, I was in middle school.
That's what Alex was telling me. He's like, ¿te acuerdas las pedas o te acuerdas your band, your summers in band? But I was like, I'm wondering why Alex can't type in the actual chat.
Is he?
I told him to subscribe, but I don't know.
No, he doesn't have to subscribe, but he has to create a.
Create a Twitch account.
Yeah,
but he's on there. Like I can see him seeing it. It says here. Alex is the Nexus.
Güey, me acuerdo, güey, que una vez.
Excuse me, guys.
Después del football game, güey, agarramos la peda y al next day, güey, fuimos todos crudos a jugar football. Yes. Like we had a football game. No, vale a dick, güey.
Yes. I think we did that for like finals as well. If I recall correctly, I want to say we did it. I don't know if it was junior year or senior year. Pero me acuerdo que we had drank the night before, and I didn't even get that much sleep, dude. And I was like, fuck. But I mean, it passed. So I was like, yeah, cool.
I don't.
And I ended up passing with like extra credits and shit because I didn't want to go home because I wanted to stay for my girl, to go home with my girl.
Which one was that one? The one you betrayed? Nah, I'm just kidding. 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 I'm just kidding.
Se me hace que te falta tornear.
Sí, güey.
Hay que apretar
Nah,
esas
te falta,
tuercas.
güey. No, actually, I don't even know what happened, güey. So I'm just fucking around because I don't care. But, anyways, the next day, Andrew enters one class aside from Fletcher, and there he meets the drummer named Ryan Connolly.
Yeah.
Shortly, the professor arrives on the class, performs Billy's Anne, which is, for anybody, is just a basic song.
No.
It's just a cute little song. Andrew sees the man, presumably Fletcher, in silhouette looking at the door. After the class, Andrew peeks into one of the classrooms where the class handled by Fletcher, and he's being looked at by Fletcher. That is fucking freaky as fuck too. Like, y eso sí pasa, güey. A lo mejor no se te quedan viendo, pero like, let's say you would walk in, or you would be not peeking, güey, pero si entrabas a band, la pinche puerta, güey.
You can hear the latch.
No, because ours, like, it had two doors for us, right?
Yeah, because you had the soundproof.
Yeah, so the first door abría, estaba con madre. Pero la second one, donde la abrías, güey, como que se escuchaba, like, aire salir, güey, o entrar. So everybody would fucking turn around and look at you.
It would create like a vacuum or something.
Yeah, so, o si estaban tocando, güey, nomás abrías la puerta, güey, y se te quedaba viendo el pinche band director. Like, el que fuera, güey. And you're like, ah, shit. Like,
Ya saben que quedas mal.
yeah, güey. Like, nomás se te queda viendo. Luego te preguntan, what are you doing here? You know you're supposed to be here. Like, especially, like, I don't know why, güey, but in between, like, if it's not your band, you're not supposed to be with the other band. Like, that's weird as fuck. Nunca entendí, güey, but I guess. Like,
I get it, yeah.
So, later, back at the studio band, Andrew's playing the drums as core drummer. Suddenly, Fletcher breaks inside, and Andrew becomes horrified of him. That's one thing that they do very well with their faces. Like, their facial expressions. Like, it's something very, very cool about this movie. Like, especially from Miles, or from Andrew. From Miles Teller. Like, and from all the other band people, like, cuando este güey les grita o les habla, like, you can tell, like, oh, shit. Like, you can tell what you're feeling. ¿Eh?
El que le dijeron Homer Fad. Güey, no era ni su culpa, güey. El vato, güey. No, pues por pendejos. Se lo merece. Se lo merece. Now he's gotta go too.
El pinche... ¿Qué era el otro, güey? This is not your boyfriend's dick.
Yeah. Don't come early.
Yeah,
It's
like,
not your boyfriend's dick. Don't come early. I mean, that's why I see it as comical, because I was like, yo, this motherfucker, he's just taking it over the top. Excuse me. But I loved it.
So, something that does happen, güey. Like, remember that I told you, like, or that I told you guys, que entra el main band director y les hace, hey, play me this, play me that. Usually, whenever people are not paying attention, güey, like, let's say the band director from the minor bands, or not from the lower bands, they don't have control over their students, llega el main band director. You're like, okay, eyes up here. Y luego empieza con, ready? You know, like, and it's just like, let's take it to measure 34. We're going to start on 3. Ready? 1, 2, or 3, 4, 1, 2. Y luego, boom, boom, boom. Usually we start on 1. Pero sí, güey. Y ya tenías que estar al tiro, güey. Y luego, like, acababa él, que no sé qué, que no sé cuánto, y ya le decía al otro, like, la metía como a la office or whatever, y ya, pff, salía y ya, todos, otra vez.
Crazy.
Or, like, let's say the main band director. Boo. Thank you, Twisted, for stopping by.
Yep. Appreciate it.
So, también otra cosa que pasaba chingos, güey, es que, like, si estabas cagando palo or whatever, y luego pasaba él, like, through the back, like, you would sit up. Like, for reals, güey. Like, that's facts, güey. Facts.
It's crazy.
Yep. Like, the main band director, like, the power that he has over the students, güey, is fucking whack as fuck.
Mm-hmm. It was like the alpha male walking in. Bop, bop, bop.
Cool. We'll be waiting for you, I think.
Yeah, hopefully we're still here. And drive safe.
For sure. Drive safe. So here, Fletcher conducts every saxophonist and bassist one by one, and finally the drums. After that, Fletcher tells Andrew to come, and he is told to come at his room tomorrow at 6 a.m. This is also a fucking dick move by him. Because the band doesn't show up till fucking 9 a.m. Like, este güey, like, aparte que you barely get any sleep, like, in college.
Mm-hmm.
Este güey, aparte, le dice a las 6 de la mañana y, like...
Güey comenzaba a las 9, güey. Pinche culo, güey. No mames, güey.
Yeah,
Yo
like,
no estuviera bien emputado.
pero...
Pero yeah,
That's-
you're trying to suck up, pero no mames.
No, not suck up, güey. But that's the main band.
Well, yeah,
And
that's
you're a
what I'm saying,
freshman.
yeah.
So te vas a tragar toda la mierda, güey, que te tengas que tragar ahí, güey.
And that's one thing I have. I am not very good with authority. I am not. I'm good at being the authority, but I'm not good at having someone above me, and especially if they're always going to be breathing down my neck. No, I get aggressive, and it's not pretty.
I guess it is, but like when I was in... Oh, man,
Hazing, is what you're saying.
What?
Not, 'cause
Hasty?
you're saying, isn't that considered hazing?
Oh, hazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it wasn't nothing bad.
Mhm.
Like,
It wasn't nothing bad.
Like-
What is other freaking
no way,
students fucking hurt
placing him early there, way. Just think about it. Placing him there early, if he really wanted it, he was gonna show up.
No, yeah, no. But
Like, because if you think about it this way, este güey ya sabía lo que le iban a pedir. He could have used those 2-3 hours way of practice, like in the studio. Para cuando llegara este güey, ya no tenía ni que hacer warm up. He didn't have to worry about anything. He already knew what the fuck.
had his drums tuned.
Yeah, he would have tuned the drums, way. He would have gotten the feeling of the drums, because that's another thing, way. As a drummer, you have to tune your drums, way. Like, especially to the sound or to whatever song you're playing. Like, because not every kit hits certain notes.
See, I didn't know about that. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
like, that's right. La L, güey, o la pinche de esta, like, para eso son. Yeah. And then, like, let's say the snare, güey, because this is another thing that happens. El snare de abajo from the regular bass drums, it has a snare at the bottom that makes a sound. Like, it has, like, strings, güey, and como de... ¿Cómo te puedo decir, güey? It has, like, little wavy strings, pero de... Como de fierro, güey. Que hace el...
Like,
So whenever you hit the top, it resonates at the bottom, and that makes it shake at the bottom,
makes it-
and and that makes the sound. That's the regular ones. Las que son de, ¿cómo se llama?
pigskin.
No, güey, las que son para marching, esa la tiene adentro, güey. So with those, if the drum is not smooth, you can actually make like a DJ sound on it, like just by scratching the sticks. Like, Yep.
Damn, I didn't know this.
because the snares for that is at the top, not at the bottom. It's like donde pega. So, like, he should have done all of that. Like the toms way, make sure that you get all 3 different sounds on the tom way. Make sure that the cymbals were ready for you, because everything has to be at your level way. Like, that's one thing that they get wrong here. Like, aquí todos se sientan
In the same stool.
in the same stool
Hey,
y nadie mueve la stool, güey.
And when he moves the stool, oh, really? you're gonna get it right because now because of the school
Yeah.
the stool. And in my
Yeah.
head, it's like, yeah, motherfucker,
Yeah.
you have to adjust it to your fucking. It's like if I'm singing and I'm way over here from the mic, I mean, of course you're gonna hear me better over here.
Yeah.
Like,
Pero a lo que iba, güey, is he should have done it at the beginning.
yeah,
Like, because whenever you... Es diferente, right? Porque aquí es un set para todos, güey. Pero everybody prefers their stand, their music, their seat at a different way.
yeah,
Like, ¿sí me entiendes? Or at a different eye level.
yeah.
Y este güey no hizo nada, güey. Este güey se durmió en las pinches sillas por 3 horas.
Dale chance, vato.
But anyway, pero eso es lo que te digo, güey.
Yeah.
Si tú tenías 3 horas, güey,
Sí,
you would have
yo
been...
hubiera arreglado todos los pinches drums, pero luego me hubiera aventado las otras 2 horas ahí.
Pero
hubiera juntado las sillas, fíjate.
Bueno, te la paso, güey. Pero hubieras hecho algo por tus drums, güey.
Well, yeah.
Like, or you would have practiced maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Sí. Wake up
Porque,
30.
¿qué hicieron estos güeyes? They tuned.
Como
Like,
hubiera
a minute or
preparado
2
un
minutes.
pinche cafecito o algo, no sé. Algo.
Por eso, pero, si el starter se lo hubiera hecho de pedo, güey, el starter tampoco no movió nada.
Sí, no, pues que exactamente no vio nada.
Yeah, like,
O
el first chair...
que nos viene chingar su madre.
Yeah, el first chair lo que le pidió, güey, fue lo que te estoy diciendo. He's like, to my drums.
Sí, cierto.
Like, ¿por qué? Porque es algo que se tiene que hacer, güey.
Yeah.
So he would have had all of that done already. Y el piano ahí estaba, no es como que si el piano no llegó. Lo único que sí no entiendo, güey, he asked for a B.
A B flat or something like that.
Yeah. That's a weird note.
It is jazz though.
Yeah, but usually jazz is an F or F flats.
Touche.
Yeah. I think jazz is an F or F or G's way. I'm not sure, but I think it's an F or G.
An effigy?
No, F or G.
Yeah, no.
Pero yeah, like, and we're gonna get more into the fucking way that they play with, because at the end of the movie, like, I noticed something different than during the movie, and I noticed this from the very get-go. But we'll talk about that. De aquí, güey, la next scene es cuando este güey va al movie theater con su dad y le tira los perros a la bartender, a la que le vende los
Next time.
snacks. The next day, Andrew realizes that he releases that he's late for class. Andrew struggles and rushes quickly to the school. Only he goes inside the empty classroom. Andrew knows that the class actually starts at 9 a.m. Andrew waits 3 hours before the class. At exactly 9 a.m., Fletcher arrives and begins conducting the song called Whiplash. During the band practice, Fletcher confronts when suddenly yells at a saxophonist named Metz playing out of tune and angrily tells him to get out of the studio band. This escalates Fletcher, abusiveness, and wrath. Fletcher has the class take a break. Eso también pasa, güey, pero usually cuando hace squeak.
When you're on a chair and
No, like clarinets. You know who would do this? Peter would do this a lot. Peter siempre los veían moviendo, güey, the first or second chair, güey, a last chair, güey. Porque el güey estábamos tocando de repente y nomás escuchaba quick. Oh, sorry, guys, that was fucking loud. Se pasaba de Jake Peter, güey. Estaba con madre la song, güey, y luego de repente lo oh, what the fuck?
Retaron el ganso.
Sí, güey, like, se escuchaba bien culero, güey. Y sí, güey, y luego se reía, güey. Like, he wouldn't even fucking hide it, güey. Like, he would make it sound, y luego, Peter, go to the last chair. I'm sick and tired of you squeaking. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
And this was in middle school.
Grams, why do you think she's out of his league?
Sí está bonita la morra.
Estaba bonita la morra, pero estaba muy puñetada también.
¿La morra?
Sí, la morra, pues.
Ah, güey, es una muchacha buena, güey.
Bueno, a comparación como las de ahora, sí, yeah. Pero también, el muchacho también, o sea, concentrado el vato, buena gente, no pistea, no fuma, no anda
Pero,
en
güey,
drogas.
pero ella no le hizo nada, güey.
¿Eh?
Ella no le hizo nada.
No, pero pues este güey le aventó los perros y dijo, a ver, qué rayo.
Pues sí, pero no, está feo el güey. No, pero ella no tuvo la culpa de nada aquí. Like, she went on a date with him. And she actually started going out with him.
Yeah. Lo que he aprendido, Grims, es de que las mujeres
Ay, ¿por qué no me estás oyendo?
they're not as shallow as we are as men. Men, for some reason, we are very shallow. Y comenzamos a pensar, oh, pues, you know, and it all depends on nuestros gustos, you know. Algunos nos gustan flacas, a otros nos gustan gorditas, you know, a otros nos gustan altas, otras chaparras, you know. It just depends. And okay, so Alex just texted me, and yes, he's correct. Not all men are shallow, but the vast majority are. And just like women, not all women aren't shallow. There are some women that are very fucking shallow, and it's like, mija, what are you bringing to the table too? Pero, I mean, that's totally a different convo.
¿A dónde vamos con esto, güey?
No sé por qué, pero es que andaba defendiendo al compadre, hombre. Este vato bien estudioso, no pistea, no hace nada, pero no, porque está feíto el vato, no. Nada más ponle un pinche suit and tie y que se
Nah, sí, no.
Mándalo con el OG Barber y mira, de volada te lo ponen bien chulo, vato. Sí, pues, ¿qué es eso?
A ver. Un 7 más o menos. Ya ves, güey. Está pasable el güey. A ver. Yes, because you hit something. Not everybody's shallow. I don't care what it is, right?
Yeah.
And you can't. Another thing that you can do is say everybody's the same, because that means that everybody you know is the same, even considering family members. So then we cannot go to that
Yeah, I know.
low level. Okay? Another thing is, if you ask somebody what you bring to the table in order for me to be okay with you, then there should be something that you should look at for yourself first, as in,
Oh, yeah.
like, who am I to ask somebody to bring something to the table where I should be complete and I shouldn't need anything. I should share my happiness. I shouldn't be asking anybody to make me happy.
That's why I hate that phrase, encontrar mi media naranja, or looking for my other half. No. ¿Cuál pinche other half? You gotta be whole and then look for somebody else that's whole so you guys can have a healthy relationship. Porque si a ti te falta algo y a la otra le falta
Pues
lo
sí,
que
güey.
te falta a ti, pues, Simón, juntos are
Yeah,
there,
pero
you're never gonna be satisfied.
no. Pero
what
I
you
think
bring
what
to
they
the
mean,
table,
I think what they
know
mean
what I
with
mean?
that is como yo, güey. Like, let's say que a mí me falta un poquito de más estabilidad. Like, right? Like, in my life, I need more stability. Like, ¿por qué? Porque yo soy un pinche chapulín, güey. Like, me gusta andar para arriba y para abajo, güey. Me gusta andar aquí, me gusta andar allá. Pero yo entiendo, güey, que si yo sigo así, like, así me lo voy a pasar siempre.
Sí,
pero sí me hace falta estabilidad, güey. Donde, cabrón, like, no es, deja de hacer esto, pero sí es, hey, cálmate.
Yeah.
Like, a eso se refieren tal vez con la media mitad, güey. Lo que te hace falta a ti, güey, completarlo de alguien más. Porque tú no tienes cómo completarlo. Eso no quiere decir que tú estés mal, güey. ¿Qué pasó?
I like that. I like what both what Grims is saying, but it's 50-50 in a relationship. That's what it means. But Das Gamer says, I disagree about the phrase you just said. He says, I'm the milk while my wife is a delicious sweet cereal.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm telling you. Like, por eso te digo, güey. Like,
I like that analogy.
you might, like, I am already happy, okay? Like, but I know that I need other qualities that I don't have, but I'll share my happiness with you, like, in order to balance out the qualities that I don't have.
Okay, I guess I phrased it wrong. Don't look for happiness in somebody else. You have to find happiness within yourself.
And then
before-
you share your happiness with
before-
somebody else, and then that completes whatever you're missing.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Like, por eso te digo, like, people have taken the phrase, like, oh, my other half, wrong. As in, like, oh, pues yo soy bien peda, güey, y este güey también, y no me va a decir qué hacer, like, nomás me tiene que aceptar como soy. Like, ¿sí me entiendes? O soy bien cabrón, y a mí mi vieja no me va a cambiar, y, like, a eso vamos, güey, pues no mames, no eres feliz, güey. We get it, Otto. It's okay. It's okay. Have you heard me say some of these words? I was struggling to say autumn, so don't worry about it. Um, so after the break, the class resumes, but Fletcher loses the patience of Andrew's drum tempo. Fletcher throws a chair at Andrew, but he dodges it. Fletcher slaps Andrew for every 4 in 12 counts.
Mientras le sigues de caminar. ¿Quieres tú? Ah, no,
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 I'm
no.
good. Fletcher slaps Andrew every 4 in 12 counts he makes, and he will not stop questioning until Andrew answers whether he is dragging or rushing. Andrew answers rushing, then Fletcher forces Andrew to tell the whole band that he is really upset and louder. He really forces him to fucking scream that he's upset and he's crying. Fletcher then mocks Andrew about his parents being separated. Once again, Fletcher tells Andrew that he is upset and like for him to tell him louder. Thus, Andrew is being embarrassed and insulted. From here, there's 2 things that I would take into consideration. The first one is he told them that he has to get perfect 400s from them. That is fucking impossible. There is no such thing as perfect 400s. You cannot play at a tempo of a 400. Like, it is, you cannot, or you could play at a tempo of 400, but it's not going to be consistent. Este, eh, I don't know what you put, Daz. If somebody can get that for me.
Hold on. Well, Daz, why are you trying to confuse us? What's up with the characters?
Another thing is, the this guy's making them play triplets with the tempo that he's trying to hit, but he's hitting. Okay, so this guy's playing the music 4x4s, and he's playing triplets.
He's going 4/4, and he's doing 3/3.
Yeah. So then, whenever he starts counting, and whenever they start playing, it doesn't make any sense. Because in the movie they say that he's rushing, but he's not rushing. He's actually behind.
Touche.
Yeah, because you can't be rushing. Like if you're counting triplets on half notes or on quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 4 lolly. 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 4 lolly. 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 4 lolly. So if you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 4 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly,
Yeah,
3.
you can't.
So this guy can't be rushing at the time that this guy slaps. Even though the movie tells you that he's rushing, he's not rushing. He's actually behind.
Grim's saying dragging.
No, did it say dragging? No, he said rushing.
Yeah, he said rushing in the movie.
Yeah, but he's actually dragging.
Grim's saying he's dragging.
Yeah. And then whenever he starts clapping, like that's not the beat. That's not a 400. That's another thing. So let's see, the triplets are at 400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play triplets on that. One lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 4. Like you're never gonna make it. And then he's counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this tempo is basically 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's 70. That's 85 for Don Omar. He's basically playing. ¿Cómo va la del payaso de rodeo, güey? He's playing like at 100. He's counting at 100 beats per measure. His tempo's at 100.
I was like, I could swear I'm hearing
Yeah.
music. I was like, hold on, I'm tripping. But no, yeah, it's the neighbors or something.
Yeah, wait, but He was ahead of the music en el count de él, güey. But the one that was counting wrong was him.
Hold on, Autumn.
What?
What did he say? Since you said I'm totally stealing that,
I don't know.
she was able to decipher it.
But she put quick. Or he put quick.
Yeah.
So el band director way wants solid 400s.
No, I'm not tripping. There's literally music in the background.
No, there is music in the
Yeah,
background.
see, I'm not tripping. It's just that we have the headphones on, so we hear our voices, but over the headphones and us speaking and talking back and forth.
But you can hear the
Yeah,
vibrations.
you can feel the vibration and shit. So it's like, what's going on?
So el band director está contando como 100, güey. Like, and then he wants 400s. So the one that's dragging is him. He's not rushing. The band director's dragging.
Oh,
What happened?
it's Japanese. Anata wo aishi te imasu, which roughly translate to "I love you."
Me too. I love you too.
We love you, Das.
So
I probably butchered that Japanese.
yeah. So like the one that's dragging because of his counting and because of the tempo that he wanted was the band director. So this guy's playing at 400, so he's rushing for the band director. But the one that told him at 400 and he's not counting at 400 was the band director, because his triplets are at 400.
But do you think that was like a directing
Error.
error, or
Yeah.
do you think that was just Teller being or what was his name?
Okay, so here's the
Was it
problem.
just him being an asshole.
No. Here's the
Like
thing.
that's when he's always saying like, "You're not on my tempo."
Yeah,
Like
it's because here's the problem. Miles Teller way, because Miles Teller actually did learn how to play the
How to
drums.
play drums.
All right. So as a drummer, if you want to play fast, you have to loosen up. If you play fast,
Yeah, I saw
you,
that.
and
put
you
that
get
on
tight,
the Discord, and you saw
yeah, and you get tight,
shoulders.
yeah, like you can't do this because he was trying to do. Okay, why? Because you hold your fucking stick tight. Okay, so the band director was telling him the director told him, I want your triplets at 400. Okay, if you cut that in half, you get it at 200. If you get it in thirds, it's about 133.3. Okay, which is doable. So then that means that at 133.3, this is getting fucking very mathematical.
Yeah, you get very mathematical.
Mathematical for this shit. But esto sí me tocó los huevos, güey. Este güey le está diciendo 3, well, are you rushing or are you dragging? Right? Le pegaba cada vez que estaba rushing. Pero el pedo es de que no estaba rushing, güey. Lo que él le pidió que tocara a la velocidad que él está tocando, güey, está bien. El que está mal es él. So I don't know if this was done on purpose by the director, because most of the time the music and everything else that he's doing is right. Or if it was just part of the movie to make him be an asshole.
Yeah, that's what my question was. Like, was it just
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons' character, like,
So I wouldn't
just
know.
to make him like be an asshole and just because you know that was his main goal, like push your students to the edge so they can be as great as they can be. And I get it. I understand that. I mean, you've got the same mentality when you're doing any other art, sport, dance. You know, you're out there y andas chingándote. Y you got a blister. Fuck it, síguele. You know, you're lifting weights and you got blisters on your hands already. Like you're bleeding. Hey, pues síguele. Fuck it. Bandage it up and push through the pain. Pero rub some dirt on it. Pero I mean, I guess in this particular art form, it's more mental rather than physical. Because that too, like when he tells him like faster, faster, and I mean I know it's ahead of the movie, but it sounded like when he's
it's a
testing
triple,
him,
the jazz,
yeah,
the swing.
he'll grab the cowbell and he's intentionally
That's another fucking thing, way.
trying to
The
knock him off
cowbell,
balance.
the cowbell, and what he's asking him for is not on tempo. Like he's banging the fucking cowbell and he's telling him faster, but that's what makes him out of tempo, way.
I think that was on purpose, though. I think that was
Welcome back to Sid.
Hey, welcome back.
So Grims. So basically is oh man, it's because I can't. So basically is like clap your hands, and every time in between each clap, you're supposed to say one lolly, two lolly, three lolly, four lolly, one lolly, two lolly, three lolly, four lolly, one lolly, two lolly, three lolly, four lolly, and that's on tempo because every time that you hit 1, 2, 3, 4, you finish a triplet or you start a triplet. But con este güey le dijo que ocupaba el tempo a 400. So, si el tempo es a 400, güey, estás hablando de... Y no estaba contando así, güey. So, look... so, basically, let's say he was counting... Like, basically his 1, 2, 3, 4 were measures. They weren't beats. It's first measure, second measure, third measure, fourth measure. Instead of being count into counts. Pero that's something that I just got very picky on. Because me tocó los huevos, güey, que si lo cacheteó, pobre chavo.
Sí, güey, es que se pasó de verga, güey.
And they were real, güey.
Sí, ya sé, se le notó el pinche cachete donde se le volvió rojo. Y dije, este vato. Dije, I know that's not ¿cómo se dice? Like fake. You can't act and make your cheeks red, like blush like that, because you know if you do that, your whole face is gonna turn red. It's not just one cheek. He said Alex could get a little bit of comedy.
Oh, what do I?
He says he wants a little bit of comedy.
For us?
Yeah, from us.
I think the movie doesn't lend itself to it.
Yeah, because it's not that type of movie.
Like there's basically nothing funny until we get to the strawberry shortcake. O como le dice al gringo? Fruitcake. Strawberry fruitcake.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and hit the first sponsor, please.
Yes, I was gonna tell you.
Guys, I do want to thank Los Rosales for amazing candies again. She told me that she had just placed an order, or somebody requested an order from Florida, whoever that was.
Mark.
Okay, yeah.
Apparently
So,
they're that good, guys. They're going over state lines.
So thank you for that. She did let me know, so I really appreciate that. Yeah, they're really good. These are the special ones because they have extra powder.
Uy.
Yeah.
Ya le iba a dar. Pero...
Todavía tienes una, ¿no? Ahí.
Sí.
Yeah. I think Mark actually ordered the powder too. Well, that powder is legit.
I can taste the difference.
Yeah, way. Because usually, like for my personal ones, way, like the ones that I get for myself, yo le echo extra powder. So yeah. Pero sí, that powder is really, really good too. She also has smaller ones. Like if you don't want to buy this one for $6, she has smaller ones for $3. They're really as good. I gave her another idea, like with her paste, like try to make like a. Well, we still don't know if she's gonna make them or not, guys. But I told her, like with her paste, like make it hard, como si fuera pulparindo, and then roll them up. Y luego con salsa botanera, güey, arriba y limón. Cállate la boca.
De por sí ves que ando batallando con las ideas así. Tú todavía quieres
So,
aventarle más.
I just want to give her a shout out. She is not going to be here. I already have my merch saved for this week, for next week, and the week after that, because she's in El Paso.
Yeah, that's right.
She's training.
She said she was going.
Yeah. So I do want to thank her for that. Remember, guys, it's Little Rosales HT on Facebook, and that's Handmade Treasures. 956-360-9805. Don't forget to give her stop by, look at what she got. She's not gonna be here for 3 weeks, guys. So I know Mark, she already sent out your stuff. But anybody else, go ahead and request by the time she comes back.
Boom, 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 boom.
So yeah. Other than that, guys, don't forget to stop by her Facebook page. Now, going back to the movie, as every good drummer does, or actually any band student, I would think, después de que te meten una santa putiza, güey, you go back, you go fucking take out your sheets of music, and you fucking practice your fucking sheets of music, güey.
I would hope
Like,
so.
I don't think anybody in band did not do that. Like if you actually took band serious, like, and you were getting ready to compete for UIO or for city, just for district, city, or region or whatever, like, y te cagaba palo tu pinche instructor,
Your
way,
instructor, yeah.
you better get back to go fucking practice, wey.
Yeah. Anyway.
So este güey se va a su casa. He takes out his practice pad. Oh no, he's actually practicing in the drums, which is another thing that does happen. Wey. If you don't have your drumsticks taped, or if you don't wear proper equipment, or if your drumsticks ya no están buenos, güey, te empiezan a sangrar las manos por las blisters.
I was actually gonna ask. I was gonna ask that. Wow, I did not know that.
Like, especially holding it like this,
Yeah, when you let it bounce.
donde raspa, güey. Like, that's why you see a lot of drummers with the back taped, because it's a little bit more cushion. Or con gasas,
With God.
o se hacen tape los fingers. Es para eso, güey.
Damn, I didn't know that. That is crazy.
You really have to go to the extreme of actually practicing in order to bleed that much.
Es como like el guitarrista que
Se
saca
le-
el callo
Yeah.
en las yemas de los dedos.
So, si apenas estás empezando a practicar mucho, or if you're switching your grip to that jazz grip, then ya, güey, sí te va a sangrar. Pero es no donde hace bounce, güey, sino donde, like, you're gripping it. Yeah.
It's just friction that keeps going.
So, si empiezas a sangrar, güey, te salen blisters bien culeras. Lloras en las noches, güey. Like, duele bien culero, güey. O se te ocurre bañarte
Con agua caliente.
güey, y cállate la
Vamos.
boca, güey. Yeah. O, ¿qué es otra cosa, güey? Comer tacos y echarle limón, güey. Like, con esos pinches blisters. Yeah. No bueno, no bueno. Yeah, I was, güey. I was a percussionist.
Yeah, I am witness to this. Like I'm telling you, one of my fond memories from childhood is going over to his house, and he had his little practice snare drum on top of his bed, and he was over there playing, and I do recall that. That was probably
No me gusta.
11, 12 or something like that.
I don't actually like the drums, güey. I like playing the marimba, xylophone, bells, chimes, timpani. Everything else except the fucking snare drum, güey. I hated playing the fucking snare drum. Like, that's why I don't play a kit. Like, I'd rather play a cajon than play a kit.
You come from a percussionist family.
Yeah.
Like your pops is a drummer too, right?
Yeah, but yeah. And I can write music and I can play you rhythms and everything. I just hate playing the kit. I hate playing the drums. Right? I hate it because my dad does it. And I hate it.
The way que tiene que ver puras chivas, dice el vato.
¿Quién, güey?
Alex.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's sending them to me in like chat, and I'm like, espérate, güey.
Oh, like what?
I thought that was a pretty cool instrument from band.
What?
The sax. I love the way it sounds. The sax for band and the violin for orchestra. Those are two of the instruments that really caught my attention. But yeah, but anything jazz related, like I don't consider myself a very big jazz enthusiast, but to have it playing in the background, like, I don't know, I guess that's why they have it as elevator music.
Yo prefiero la flute, güey.
The flute?
Actually, the piccolo, which is a little octave higher.
So see, for like flutes, I prefer the pan flute. The La flauta esta de...
No, pero as in all around, I
okay.
prefer the piccolo.
The piccolo?
Like I just like the way it sounds, güey. Especially like en una buena salsa, güey. Poof.
Jazz fests.
¿Dónde es, güey? We should
Yeah,
look
for
into
real.
it.
Let me know. I will definitely try to get a day off for that.
Pero sí está. Yeah, we should really try out. On another note, guys, before anything else, I'm already gonna get a GoPro, so yeah. And then we'll look into other action cameras or other GoPros. So
I
that should.
saw, did it just tell me? Still bad. Send you the text, but you didn't tell me.
What?
Dude, I sent you the text, but you didn't tell me.
I didn't see anything. Yeah, you told me that.
See?
Yeah, and I told you. Yeah. Okay. I saw you didn't even message. You didn't even send me the message. You told me in person, and I told you, okay, let me know. Oh, the tuba's also badass, but from the winds, it has to be the trombone way. I fucking love the trombone way. And then from the
I don't know.
winds,
The winds, I think I prefer the trumpet.
from the brass. I'm sorry, from the brass, the trombone, which the trumpets would be. From the winds, I prefer the piccolo.
Crazy. Okay, back to the
Back to the movie.
back to the movie. We like going off on tangents. We do.
What happened?
Dude, we like going off on tangents.
Yeah. At the studio band, the band is practicing the new song called Caravan. Also, this masterpiece. Oh, guys, I put the solo there because Grims had actually asked me if the solo, how long the solo lasted. The solo can actually last as long as you want.
I saw it.
But the video I sent you, that guy did like a fucking 12-minute solo or some shit like that. Yeah, it was whack as fuck.
That's crazy.
And I think they were based off of that soloing for the movie. Because I saw a lot of fucking identical shit. Like from the cymbals from side to side to the stick falling. Like I saw a lot of little things from that soloing, like in the style. But let's see. At the studio, the Caravan needs extreme timestamp measures of 330 BPM in jazz. Yeah.
That's fast.
Yeah, that is fucking fast.
Yeah, it's not
But-
just fast. It's fucking fast.
But it doesn't play like the beats per measure are 330 way, but it doesn't play at 330 way. It plays like at I want to say like 130, like 165. The reason why is because everything's cut way. And you can tell because whenever he's hitting the fucking cowbell, it is not at 330.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. So the way the measures and the notes are played, it is not at 330. Because it is played on 4/4. It cannot. It is not at 4. Anyways, yeah, I'm not even gonna go into it. Yeah, we already talked about the beats per measure. Fletcher dismisses the band except Andrew when Fletcher discusses him about that note. Shortly, Ryan Connolly, whom Andrew met from the other class, el pinche strawberry shortcake, arrives. Andrew plays the drums to test the ability of the tempo, but his tempo fails and Ryan plays well. Therefore, Fletcher takes Ryan as the new core drummer, and Andrew does not agree with this. Jealous, Andrew will be the core drummer if he earns the part. Andrew breaks up with Nicole, saying his ambition will only hinder their relationship at his home. Oh, hinder their relationship. This was a badass scene.
I agree.
And I don't agree with it, pero si no estabas en band, güey, sí te entendí. Like, yo sí le entendí al güey. I don't agree with it.
I honestly think that he did, taking that action, and putting her feelings into consideration. I mean, yes, it is a dick move, but in the long run, it's better for both of them. Porque es mejor de que lo odie por ser honesto a de que lo odie porque he was wasting her time and ignoring her, making her feel like shit, putting her through that rather than just like boom, just nip it in the bud, and he was being honest. You know, like he's like, hey, you know what? I am focused on becoming the great or one of the greats for drumming. I know that my ambition knows no bounds, and this is what I'm focused on.
Yeah.
And you know, just being honest. And I thought that was the best thing he could do. You know.
Yeah. Like, a mí sí me gustó, güey, eso. Porque es freshman, güey. Que no se nos quede que es freshman, güey.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already made it to the top band.
Yeah.
So, everything is for him to lose.
Yeah.
Like, no hay nada que no... Like, he already was the core, and he lost it because he couldn't keep a tempo. Which the tempo shit. But he couldn't keep the tempo del pinche director. Que no sabe hacer el tempo. So I completely agree with that part. And unlike other movies that we talked about the lovey-dovey shit and how it doesn't work or whatever, like here, they didn't pay much importance to it, except for the part that, hey, like, yo no voy a dejar que, yo no me voy a detener a conseguir lo que va a conseguir y no te quiero a ti ver mal por mí. Which, that is perfectly fine. It was short, sweet. When we saw that he liked her, they went on dates. He talked about, like, him moving up. Then he's like, hey, like, I'm already, not that que le estaba quitando yo el tiempo, pero he's like, hey, I'm going to go into, like, a deeper fucking mode.
Yeah.
So you need to get away from me.
Yeah.
So, like, that for me worked for the movie. Like, if I would have seen him gone on dates and shit like that way, I would have been like, güey, por eso no estás haciendo lo que estás haciendo because you're wasting your time.
Yeah, exactly.
Pero, yeah, that worked. That worked perfectly for me. At his home, we see Andrew practicing drums harder with a pitcher of water with the ice beside him, and Casey bleeds. As he fails to reach the required tempo, Andrew punches a drum in frustration, and his hand is bleeding, dripping into the pitcher of ice. At the studio band, it's called the studio band. Oh no, the studio band, because it's the studio of the band, dumbass. Fletcher tearfully reveals in class that a talented former student of his, Sean Casey, has died in a car accident. The band rehearses Caravan, but Carl Tanner struggles with the tempo. Fletcher auditions Andrew, Ryan, and Tanner for hours while the class waits outside, but the three fail to reach the required tempo. When it is now Andrew's turn, Fletcher kicks the chair, then throws the drum away in wrath and even tells Andrew to increase the tempo. In this process, Andrew's left hand is bleeding and the blood drips into the drum set. After a 1 minute of playing, Fletcher finally tells Andrew that he earned the part. Another thing from here, Wayne, that is very interesting.
Hello.
¿Qué onda, gamer? Another interesting part of this movie, Wayne, es que si te dicen los pinches como el drum director, si te dice, güey, like, you better not get my drums dirty. Like, y los castigos sí es, güey, como en Drumline, que te ponen a limpiarlos, güey. Sí, te ponen a limpiarlos. Maybe not with the equipment that they use there, or with the Windex and whatever, pero sí te ponen a limpiarlos, güey. Y si los ensucias, sí te cagan palo, güey, porque it's their possession.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a gun.
Or mallets, güey. Like, como, if you break a mallet, the fucking mallets are fucking expensive. They're like $60, las buenas. $60, $80. And they... Sí, yo quebré dos. Yo quebré.
Y Martínez de todos modos.
No, te tiraba los drumsticks.
Okay.
O el bass drum. El stick del bass drum de arriba es como cotton, güey. Pero como que era un putazo.
Sí, pues. La velocidad todo duele, güey.
Sí. Nada, pero tampoco, como te digo, güey, like, no te la aventaba como para matarte, güey. ¿Sí me entiendes?
No, pero to get your attention,
Yeah,
culero,
sí.
Ponte la bola.
Nunca te pegaba en las manos, ¿no?
Pues no, pues lo que ocupas, güey.
Yeah, like, nunca. Pero sí te la aventaba, güey.
Tangent is why I love this show. He said, "Nas gamer." Yes, I know we have a tendency of going off topic. That's why they're always like 3-4 hours long.
Yeah. But I think it's catching on, güey. Like, I think it's something that we feel comfortable, and it's not like just like, oh, we're just gonna talk about the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, you can drop off whatever you guys want to talk about, and we can talk about it.
Definitely.
So, but that's another thing that does happen, güey.
Yeah.
Like, ¿qué más, güey? Es algo que sí me cagaba los... Oh, güey. The fucking folder way. Have we got into that fucking part? We have not got into that part.
No, not yet.
Okay. On the way to the jazz competition. Oh no. Wait. What the fuck?
He's just breaking up with this girl.
Oh no, we already passed the.
practicing-
We already passed it. Because we're already
okay.
getting to the drum competition where.
To the main stage.
Yeah.
I forget what it was called.
The jazz festival shit.
Yeah, but I remember. What was it? The Durman. I forgot what it was called. But yeah, the main one.
Yeah. What the fuck? Did I miss something? Okay. Another thing que sí pasa, güey, es el pinche, like, your fucking sheets of music, güey. Like, that folder, güey,
Oh,
like, is life for you.
Choir. Same choir. We had to make sure we kept our freaking music. And first couple of years, you know, being the rebel that I am, I really didn't give a fuck. I'd fold it and put it in my back pocket, vale madre. But then de tanto hablar, pues se borraban y así como de que remember it.
Yeah.
Pero you know, I get it, and I can imagine for you guys because you guys, I mean, me, I can do it audibly, but you guys have different. Like you guys come in different parts. You guys go silent for a little bit parts. It's not the same.
You know what fucking sucks, güey? Like, si te tocaba el pinche triangle, güey, and then measure 132, güey, you just fucking.
Random.
Yeah. And you have to fucking count, güey. Like, all the fucking measures, güey.
Yeah.
Until you fucking got to your fucking count,
And
güey.
make sure you count correctly.
Yeah. Because another thing that they didn't do, no te ponían, como let's say you played, I don't know, wait. Let me see, the brake drum, which is actually the brake of the car, way, the rim. Okay, that's actually a drum, way. Like the middle. If you hit it with the proper stick, it's an instrument. Like it makes a specific sound. Das Gamer was choir as well.
Yeah, buddy.
So like no te
Tenor or
ponen.
bass?
No te ponen todos los smaller instruments, güey. No te lo ponen en una sheet of paper, güey. Cada instrument tiene su fucking sheet of paper, güey. Tiene su chart. So let's say in measure 32, you fucking hit the. ¿Cómo se llama, güey? You remember the. What is it, Flintstones? No, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
The Looney Tunes. It has like a little boing sound in part of the song. Okay, so that boing sound is actually a percussion instrument. You actually hit it and it goes wang.
Oh yes.
Okay, so let's say you had that way. You had the fucking triangle way. You had the fucking little wind chimes way.
Wind chimes.
Yeah, and let's say you for fucking damn sake you had the fucking whistle way. The yeah. Okay, cada uno, güey, era una chart de music, güey. Y no era como, no es como que si te ponían silent, yeah, silent, like dead, like como que no había notes. Te lo ponían, pero en toda la pinche sheet de music hasta que tocabas y luego lo demás se te iba, güey. So if you had 4 fucking charts, güey, you had to keep count for every fucking chart, knowing where you're gonna hit. So let's say,
Okay, so I mean, perdóname mi pendejez, ¿verdad? Pero
yeah.
I mean, wouldn't it have been easier to just have one chart but color coordinated?
No, because music charts only in, in Spanish and English. It's only in black and white.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know, but I mean to understand what instrument it is,
but
just out of you, like just for you.
No. Pero
make that one
if
sheet by yourself.
if the writers of the music, if the fucking
Composers.
the composers did everything separate way, how are you gonna put them together?
True.
That's the composer shit. So if the composer decided that every percussion instrument was separate, so you had to have a certain player for, of course, in band, in middle school, and high school, no es como que si van a juntar a todos para que toquen algo. So a ti te tocaba la putiza de memorizar. You had to memorize exactly where everything was going to be at, so you wouldn't have to keep count. No, güey, pues el pedo es de que, como ponle, si a esa persona le tocaban los 4 instruments, güey, like, la chart, you had to keep all 4 charts open. And then you would start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Or kind of know like where, donde iban, and then hit it. O esperar a que se te pasara una vez y que la director te dijera, hey, you didn't hit it on time.
Que te agarra palo.
Yeah. And then you would know like, okay, well, this is where it goes. So on and so forth.
Suena como tambor, yo no, crack, crack, crack.
So, me acuerdo, güey, que una piece de music que estaba de la chingada a tocar, güey, era el score para the... Oh, güey, ¿cómo se llamaba? Are you not pleased? Or are you not entertained? Gladiator.
Oh,
Oh, güey. Eso, güey, I fucking hated that shit.
¿por qué, güey?
Like, it was hard to play that shit, güey. I think that's the hardest piece of music that I have ever played with. Like, because es así, güey, tenía todo junto.
Yeah.
Pero yo estaba tocando la marimba, los vibes y los chimes. So, tocaba 3 instruments throughout the whole piece. Y en una de ellas, güey, tocas 2. So, estás tocando la marimba o el xylophone. Ya, con 3, con 2 o 3. Si puedes de 3 con madre. En ese entonces estaba en 8th grade, so nomás estaba tocando... Oh, no, estaba en 8th grade, sí, ya tocaba de 3. Y luego las pinches chimes, güey, like, como de la iglesia. No, like, boing, like, boom, boom, boom. Like the vibes or the xylophone or whatever. Pero, like, parados, güey. Como windpipes. Como pipes de fierro.
Like an organ? Like, más o menos?
Yeah, pero están acá arriba, güey. So you play up here. Como con una mallet, como para...
So it's like the Blue Man Group, sort of.
Yeah, pero son...
PVC pipes.
But not out of PVC. Like out of actually steel or whatever the fuck it was.
A brass, I think it is, no?
Yeah. Pues eran silver, güey. Sepa la verga de qué eran. Y estabas tocando, güey. Ah, güey. Fucking score for that music. It was badass, güey. Se escuchaba mamalón cuando cuando la tocábamos bien, pero...
Oh, yeah.
I hated that shit. Okay. So, yeah, güey. El pinche folder, güey, si es algo real, güey. Si te cobran la puta música, güey, por hacerte la reprint. Y te cobran el folder. Creo que te cobran el folder, güey. Creo que te cobraban el folder. O te podías hacer pendejo y nunca tener el folder, pero tener tu música bien bonita. O memorizarte la música.
Es lo que te iba a decir, yo... I just get a folder and just not have the sheet of music, pero memorize it.
Well, yeah, pero ¿qué si te dicen starting measure 122? Or fucking 74?
¿Cómo es esa parte, sir?
Yeah, like, eso es lo que...
Es donde dice tan, 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 tan.
Eso es lo que voy, güey, because the teachers aren't stupid, güey. They know that you're not looking at your music.
Yeah, I know.
So they're like, all of a sudden they start, like, si ya te traen ganas, güey, they're like, oh, let's start in measure 34. You know, can you play that part first? Sí. Fuck. So
Ya se me olvidó la música, sir. Ya, qué chingada.
So on the way to the jazz competition, the bus that Andrew rode breaks down. So Andrew rents a car. But he arrives late for the rehearsal without the drumsticks.
Pendejo.
Fletcher le dice, güey, en 10 minutos, my band is going to be on stage. If you're not there, or in 11 minutes, fucking Strawberry Shortcake is going to fucking go up there, be the drummer, right? And I know it's my part. That's bullshit. It's my part. I love this scene, güey.
I swear, I loved it too. Chingar los pinches huevos. Chingar tu madre, puto. You put me through all this shit, and I earned this shit. This is mine. You're not gonna give this shit away nada más por...
Hey, what's up, Mark?
I mean, él por ser pendejo, ¿verdad? Pero, like, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
no, I love the fact that, you know, al fin, you know, porque, like, how the girl had said, every single time I see you at the theater, you'd always be walking with your eyes glued to the floor. And I was like, yeah, dude, you really needed to, I mean, to man up, but I understand why, you know, like he was so focused on what he was wanting to become, all of that, pero it was like, yo, you still need a little bit of that oomph behind you, you know? You still need that drive. What's up, Mark? Sorry.
No, Mark, it is on Mondays now. My bad if I didn't make that clear last time. Yeah, so it's now gonna be Mondays, guys. Usually start time will be between 7:15, 7:30, and 8:30, 9.
Yeah.
Depending on Lorenzo, not to rush him or anything like that, but because he works. And unfortunately for me, I don't get out until 11 p.m.
Yeah, so that's
So-
why we work around his schedule and not mine.
Yeah. So if you guys would want it later, we can do it at 12 midnight, but it's gonna be a hell of a fucking show. You're talking about finishing like around
Yeah,
3 a.m.
I wouldn't want to do that because usually I go to work the following day, and if
Yeah.
I'm already getting out of here at
It's either that or
11
at
midnight.
fucking 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning. But
I'd
yeah,
be driving.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'd be driving. So
so it has to be like on Mondays at a certain time or Sundays at a certain time. But Sundays, I don't know how many of y'all guys watch football.
yeah, I do.
Those cherry sours. Oh, you already got them? Yeah, we gave you a shout out earlier.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get? Let us know. Let us know. Also, hit the second one, Lorenzo, please.
Oh yes.
I do want to give a shout out to Mito's Creation. This is at 956-457-2293. She is the one in charge of the cups. Miss Didi, I still have your cup. I have not sent it out, but I will send it out in.
Mister, he talks shit about me because I took a while for Marks.
Dude, I was sick for a week, and I'm still sick.
Fucking excuses, guys.
But I will be sending it out. Hopefully not this week. I'll send it out next week. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Yeah, next week on Wednesday I'll send it out. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
No, for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm. What your mouth says.
Guys, we are working. I put up another video of another Halloween cup. Also,
Oh yeah, I saw that on Discord. If you guys are
Yeah.
on Discord, it looked fucking awesome.
yeah, she's gonna make me another one, but with glow in the dark, like pa que resalte.
Mm-hmm.
Like I requested.
Alex needs a higher Amazon delivery. Sorry, buddy, I can't deliver all the way to San Antonio.
Nambe, güey, la otra vez me dijeron que iba a llegar a las 2 y nunca llegó el pinche paquete hasta el siguiente día. Just kidding, Lorenzo. It wasn't you, güey. But fuck
Of
that.
course, it wasn't me.
But
I
anyways.
always-
Güey, puse mi
I
pinche
always
delivery
deliver.
también para los Sundays and Mondays. Y me llegó el Friday. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was by you guys.
Yeah, it was,
I got extreme, bears,
Sure.
worms, and cherry sours.
Gets, usually gets there earlier than later. The only time it does get later is if there's a mix up at like the big distributing warehouses. Like let's say your package is coming from Philadelphia and it goes through San Antonio.
Sorry,
Houston, and it'll like randomly get
Ábrelo, güey.
directed somewhere else. Huh?
Ábrelo.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I totally forgot about that. Excuse me. But yeah, it just depends on. It depends what warehouse is coming from because they will mess up orders, and I'm telling you this because when I was working at the warehouse, I would get packages from freaking Ohio. Like, ¿dónde chingados agarró packages de Ohio? We're damn near hitting Mexico already. Ohio está aunque la abuelita de allá de Tarzán,
Se pasó de la...
you got the wrong border, buddy. You know, like, hey.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it happens. We're humans.
They are Joker-esque Robins.
Yeah.
They are from the metal collection of Batman.
Dude, when I first saw him, I was like, this motherfucker. And he went all goth. I was like, what in the world? Oh, hello. Here, let me do it on Cheetos. So that way you can see it. I totally forgot.
Te traí bien la pendejada las putas cámaras.
Hey.
Hey, te estabas burlando de mí, güey. Well, I have the easy job.
I know, right? But yeah, it looks freaking awesome. They look like the Insane Clown Posse mixed with Robin and the Joker. I don't know. It's freaking awesome. And then Batman one gives me like
That's the Joker.
It gives me like Marilyn Manson vibes. And the Beautiful People video. He's just freaking awesome.
It's Lawrence's first day. Don't judge him. Not judging, not judging.
Yeah, I know. Calm down, guys.
Did you get the powder too? The powder's fucking legit, bro. The powder that she does.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, it looks fucking dope.
Yeah. Also, the one in the back is also a girl, and she's also I think her name's the Condemned, but it's also an off-bat of Batman. Yeah, that's a Batman too.
Well, this is like Batman with like Poseidon or something. This one's a little bit more. It's bigger and a little bit more intricate. But yeah, looks dope as well too. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I was telling you that other episode a few episodes ago. When all of a sudden I'd see movement off in my peripherals, I was like, "What in the world? These little freaking monitos are gonna get me."
Nah, they won't get you. But anyways, don't forget to follow Los Rosales. I mean, Miro's Creations. My bad. Miro's Creations on Facebook, guys. She will be posting up more cups. Trust me, guys. The cups are legit. Once I send BB hers, you'll see. Like they're very very well made, guys. I think she said she's gonna have some new models, which I'm gonna get to see first. So we'll go ahead and see that out.
We look a little grainy
Green?
on our main cam.
Nah, it's you.
Okay, it might just be my phone.
Yeah, it might be the. I'll restart your app,
Could do that.
close it out, and then start it again. Cause I'm seeing it too, and you look good.
Okay.
¿Qué te iba a decir? Oh, but yeah, guys.
Well, that could help. You were saying?
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Be safe out there. Drive safe. Go ahead and munch out.
Heading out. Later, Marks. Thank you for joining.
So he crossed. So este güey se regresa al car dealership. Well, not a car dealership, but a car rental place. Y porque se le olvidaron los drumsticks. That is also true. Once you get to the top band,
They don't let you use someone else's drumsticks.
nah, you're supposed to carry yours. Like,
Yeah, it's like me going and we're going out and hey, I'm gonna get late tonight. You got a condom on?
Yeah.
Can I have your condom?
te cagaban el palo chingos, güey. Even in middle school, güey.
Oh, yeah,
Like
they
not
gotta
in
set
sixth,
you up.
not in sixth grade though.
They gotta set you. They gotta start you off right.
Yeah, pero en seventh grade, güey, ya que estabas como en la top band o en la concert band, en symphonic o en concert band, ya la band director ya te cagaba palo, güey. Like not to be sharing the sticks, like your drumsticks.
Yeah.
The only thing that you would share would be the mallets and shit like that. Whatever.
No, I can hear the.
Oh, that's. Pero porque las mallets, güey, si te salían bien caro comprarlas.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted a certain type of sound, like that you preferred, yo compré las mías. Like I had 3 types of mallets, porque yo lo que yo más tocaba. I had plastic ones. Oh, sorry. I had plastic, cotton, and cloth. Cloth. No. Plastic, rubber, and cloth. Like, cloth es como lo que usan para hacer so. Lo que usan, güey, para tejer.
Yarn?
Yeah, pero all around. So está bien suavecito, güey. Ese sound está mamalón. Y luego el rubber era un louder. It was a louder.
It was more resonant.
Yeah. Y el de wood, nada más, me cagaba porque no se escuchaba mucho y se escuchaba bien, like, nomás.
Sharp.
Yeah. And that was it. Pero sí, güey. Other than that, they wouldn't let you share anything else. Y te cagaban palo, güey. O te preguntaban, like, si no había pinches classmates culeros que te decían, no, get your own.
No, mancito los
Sí, güey, pues perdías la party y ellos la tocaban porque ellos sí tenían.
Yeah, they get to move up.
Yeah. That's another thing, also. So este güey se regresa, and on the way back, he's like, hey, like, I'm already gonna get there, like, just wait. Choca, se da una vuelta o whatever. Se sale del pinche carro, güey. Se corre al puto de este.
He's like, no, I still got time.
Yeah.
It's just a couple of blocks down.
Yeah. So he runs, and he can't play, güey, which is something that.
Yeah, I was like, this motherfucker. I was like, you probably got a fucking concussion.
Yeah.
Like you literally just got flipped over in a car.
And you know why he can't play?
Well,
It's not the concussion, güey. Because by now, muscle memory, te la tocas. The injuries he got, güey, while playing.
Oh, really? That's what
Yep.
that's what it was?
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, sí está todo chingado and everything, pero no puede hacer hold el drumstick porque se le abrieron las blisters y eso.
While he was doing the training to earn the part.
Yeah. Like, y con el crash rate, pues en el video or whatever, whatnot, se le volvieron a abrir.
That
Y
makes
por eso
sense.
no puedo tocar, güey.
That makes sense.
Like, no era, because he couldn't hold the fucking drumstick, güey.
I just love the dedication in him, though. Like, a pesar de todo, like, a pesar de todas las jaladas que le están poniendo, like, todo
lo que le están
sí,
impidiendo, like,
todo,
everything that,
todo,
every
todo.
obstacle.
Yeah, every obstacle, like, he's like, no, fuck it. You're not defeating me. And like you said, remembering that he's just a freshman and he's already in top notch.
Well,
Like,
think about it this way. 4 years or 3 years of being in the best band and being first chair with the best director, you're going to have a gig when you get out.
yeah. Cause he like when I first saw it, like I was like, who the fuck is Schaefer? Cause music wise, like, I mean, Juilliard, you know, like that's the first art music or art school that I think about.
Yeah,
at
the Eye of the
beginning.
Tiger.
Yeah, he did have the eye of the tiger. But yeah, like at first I thought it was Juilliard, and I was like Schaefer. I was like, what the fuck is Schaefer? And of course, you know, me and my everlasting curiosity had to go and look it up, and I was like, whoa. And that's pretty cool, pretty dope school.
Sorry. So, yeah, güey. From here, pinche Fletcher le dice, "Hey, ¿saben qué? Córtenle a la verga." He decides to cut the fucking band. This guy, like, tells him, "Hey, you're done. Like, you're fucking done." Fletcher le dice a Andrew, "You're fucking done." And then, pinche Andrew se levanta y, like,
He tackles
yeah,
it.
ya estaba bien emputado, güey.
Hey,
Like, everything that he made him go through.
Yeah, it's like you push him to the point of almost breaking, and then even when he's broken and in pieces, and he's still trying, like he's like, no, like I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get the job done. Like even if I finish it crawling the finish line, I'm gonna fucking cross the finish line. And when he did that, I think I would have reacted the exact same way. To be completely honest, under that much pressure, and with that much will, power, and desire of wanting to be that person, or that version of myself, I would have snapped too.
Pero, aquí la culpa es de él, güey.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like, because this is the top school.
If he wouldn't have forgotten the sticks, if he would have just gotten there earlier.
No.
just
Pero deja
planned
tú todo
ahead.
eso, güey. Ponle, it was an accident que el bus se le, like, se le poncharon las llantas or whatever. But if he wouldn't have played, güey, this wouldn't have happened. Like, if he wouldn't have played, like, if he would have taken the fucking L because he forgot the sticks.
Yeah. He wouldn't have gone through the accident.
No, deja tú el puto accident, güey. No lo hubieran sacado de la band.
Yeah,
They wouldn't have cut him. Why? Because he would have gotten the next day or whatnot, and he would have fucking won the fucking spot again. Because he was good.
Yeah.
So, and now think about it this way, güey. This is the most prestigious band in America, supposedly, in the movie. Okay? If you make it sound bad, way, that's it for you.
Yeah.
Like, that's it for you, because it's your fault that the band sounds bad.
Yeah.
Like, now, see, everybody was fucking having troubles with it, or nobody was sounding good.
Mess up.
Then it would be the director's fault.
Yeah.
But here was one person who fucked up, and everybody kept on looking at him. Like, no es como que si la despistaron, pero todo el brass ensemble volteaba a verlo.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what the fuck is going on? So, eso es. Like, la culpa es de él, güey. The reason why he got cut was his own fault. Like, and it's that same determination.
It's his ego.
Yeah.
His ego got into the way.
Yeah.
Like his ego
His jealousy and his ego, way got in the way.
has like really got him to that point of wanting to be the best of the best. But that same ego.
Think about it this way: if fucking Strawberry Shortcake would have been the one, right? And he would have sucked, way. Guess who would have gotten cut?
He would have gotten cut and eliminated one of his opponents.
Yeah, that's it. And he would have been saved.
Yeah.
So
learn to choose your battles.
yeah, like that's because of the way that he was. I didn't have an issue with it in the movie because we already got a tendency of him being that way. But I think it made him realize how stupid he was after the crash. Like after all of that passed, like I think it made him realize that hey, I'm fucking stupid for being this way. And I saw a little bit of change in personality there for him.
Yeah.
From there, we get the lawyers contacting him because the kid that Fletcher had said that had died in a car accident actually killed himself.
Yeah, that's another thing too that I saw previously when I watched the back half and then I watched it again. When he breaks down and he's talking about his ex-student, you can tell that he feels bad, and you can tell that he feels guilty, like he feels guilty because even when he tells him like not right now, like he shut the door or like he tries to walk off, and then even when he comes into the office, like he gives his back so that way you don't see his facial expression. Yeah. I did notice that, but the fact that he didn't give the full details, but still respected him as an artist. Oh, well, I just wanted you guys to know he was a good student. He was a good musician. That part, like I was like, wow. But yes, I agree. He did leave out a lot of important stuff.
Sorry, it's because I'm trying the gummy worms and I'm trying to figure out
what that thick ass gummy worm was. It looked like the grub from Hakuna Matata from The Lion King. These look juicy. That's what it looked like. But it looks like it was delicious. Yeah, I can see it in your face.
it's fucking good. But yes, and yes. Sorry, güey, es que lo estaba disfrutando bien rico, güey. It was fucking good.
I don't blame you.
Se me fue el pedo, güey.
I'm mad.
Where were we?
He tackles
No, sí, ya pasamos todo eso, pero
the lawyer.
Oh yeah.
The lawyer's talking to him because of that.
No. What about the fucking facial expression or whatever? But I think he did that just to not fake way, pero to play with the minds of somebody else. So everybody could be like, hey, he does care. But I don't think he did. Like, if you now, ahorita que lo estás diciendo, the reason why is because it's the same reason why he's counting wrong, the tempo.
I was gonna say not. I like in a way I do agree with you because yes, I don't believe it's genuine. I think it's more of his ego, where it's like, damn, I almost had my Jackie Bird or whatever, like I almost had that one person that I made great. That's where I see J.K. Simmons' character go into, like him wanting to be that one guy that threw the symbol. He wants to create and be the creator of
Somebody.
somebody that's
So te la compro más por on that side that he's like, fuck, he was the one and he died.
yeah.
Because I think he knew that he killed himself.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they told him that he died in an
No,
accident.
of course not. But he wasn't gonna describe this because they would have been easily been able to say like, oh well, excuse me, I wonder why.
Oh, for the sake of the movie, let's just say that this is normal or accepted in the like in the fucking in that school.
Well, yeah. But Grims, just to remind you, remember, he handpicked. He handpicked Andrew.
Andrew.
Andrew to be this musician, because even when he first met him at the beginning of the movie, he asks him, "Are there any other musicians in the family?" And he's like, "No." Well, what does your dad do? Oh, well, he's a writer. Oh, well, no, he's really a high school teacher. Oh, okay. Well, what does mom do? Well, I don't know. She left us when I was born. And then he goes off to saying, "Oh, well, then you just might listen to good music." And so he's handpicking his student, and he understands that that he's in it to win it, rather than, oh, like this is just something I long for. Like, no, like it's that determination, that drive that he sees in this individual, Andrew, that really causes him to.
I think he only handpicked his drummers.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I think the reason why I think that is because in any band or in any orchestra or anything like that, well, it's the one that keeps the tempo for everybody else.
Yeah.
So like he has to like what he's hearing from the drummer to play a certain part in order for that to be done properly.
It's the backbone.
Yeah, because everything else is a group. Everything else is group. Like even the sheets of music are divided like by first chair, second chair, and third chair. So let's say the trumpets, each one could have a different part, so it could all sound together.
Yeah.
Like that's why the what was it? The fucking ¿A quién hizo kick out, güey? Al trombone?
Yeah, a trombone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you didn't hear.
To Homer Foot.
Oh, what?
Homer Foot.
Yeah, so that's why you didn't hear a difference.
His fault. I'm telling you. That's what pissed me off.
But
Like, pobrecito, güey.
like that's why you didn't hear a difference whenever they played again, is because his part was covered. Pero el drummer, güey, si lo quitas, who's gonna cover his part?
Exactly. Who could actually keep the tempo?
Yeah.
Who could actually make it sound right?
And by the style of the directing, way, the one directing was actually the drummer.
Yeah.
Maybe not slap around the drummers only, porque el otro güey le dijo, it's not your boyfriend's dick or whatever, whatnot. Pero for the case of the movie, and because of what we actually saw about the movie, it's this.
Yeah, because you realize that this is a whole semester worth, or maybe even a whole year.
It's a whole year worth.
Yeah, it's a whole year's worth. So 2 semesters worth, and we're not seeing every practice. So he might have been the exact same way with the different parts of the band. Just it wasn't elaborated as much in this movie
because we were watching only about we were watching the part of the drummer.
Yeah, exactly.
Only the important parts of the drummers.
Yeah, because it was a director's
perspective. The director and writer was the drummer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like for say,
his perspective of the mental.
And how he felt about his director, even though it was taken to the next level, but a representation of his director when he was in that competitive jazz band. So nomás vemos nosotros lo que el drummer, lo importante del drummer, güey.
Yeah, like his point of view.
Yeah,
his perspective on the events that went down.
Yeah. So we wouldn't know about everything else, because it would have been different if the main character would have been the fucking director.
Yeah.
Because then we would have gotten a whole different perspective of Like, okay, like,
Oh, I used to abuse the drummers and I used to abuse the
no, o
trombones.
ponte a pensar esto, güey. He's the main director and they don't take him into consideration of who's coming in and who's coming out. Like, of the students coming in for freshman year.
True.
So he might not like any of the prospects coming in. And he's like, hey, I want this prospect. I want this prospect. Or maybe he goes scouts, like high schools, and he sees them y no se los agarran, güey.
Yeah.
So he has to, like, literally create what he wants to be seen. So you could have had in a different type of story from the background of the director if we would have gotten the main character to be the director.
Yeah.
He was post band. He was a drummer.
Yeah, he was a drummer past from a previous year.
No, previous years.
Previous years. Yeah, I think it was like 5-6 years before or some shit like that. Yeah, apparently like he was a real good musician. Well, he explains when he's talking about his death, like he went off to create his compose his own music. He went off to play with one of the top jazz bands, and he was a well-recognized artist. And he leaves those bits and pieces of his anxiety, his
like everything. Basically, he left everything good that he did for the kid by being the way that he did, and he never said anything about the bad things that he did for the kid.
Exactly. Yeah. He shined the light on the good things rather than the bad things.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have mind seeing a sequel, a prequel of with the directors.
like the
Yeah, because
actual directors.
wait, porque ponte a pensar, güey, like they're making you, like because you make this school the top band school, jazz band school in America.
You're saying you're put in the highest standard of standards.
Yeah, y luego imagínate que la escuela no te está dando los students que tú quieres, güey.
Yes, exactly.
O te están cortando la budget, güey. Like,
you don't have the resources.
yeah, you're not getting the resources, even though you're the best. Like, all of that would have to pay effect into
Like,
how he creates.
but all I'm giving you is dirt and a forest, and you have to chop down the wood. You have to, you have to make everything, and on top of that, build a bridge too. Like, hold on, baby. Like, yo, like, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it would have been like I still wouldn't mind like a prequel to this movie.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Like from the director's side of.
But I don't think the director would be so on board, and I don't think he would be as honest.
What do you mean?
For his reputation's sake.
The director died. The conductor?
The conductor.
He died in 2003. Like the real conductor he died in 2003.
Oh, so well, maybe get a prequel from his previous students and come.
No, pero like just
like just get the perspectives from different band members from different parts and different years, and combine all their experiences.
A feature film of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, like that would have been something else. Really.
Message idea, guys. I doubt they watch our podcast, but you guys would make the
La La Land
that are spending $3.3 million on a movie.
missed opportunity.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, missed opportunity.
So from here, I don't say we got the low part of the movie, but we do get a very calming part of the movie, which is basically when Andrew and Fletcher meet at the bar and he sees that Fletcher's playing. He finds out that he got fired, which he plays off as in like he didn't know, but he did know because he testified against him. So like those little things, and also Fletcher playing the part of like, oh, I don't know who did it, I don't know who spoke, like like that part was still believable to me. I'm like, hey, maybe he understood, like he got fired, this was his dream job, whatever, and maybe he's not that guy anymore. And then Andrew just like, hey, I don't want any problems, like like Andrew le gusta también la mala vida, güey, porque like he held him at a very special place for him.
Yeah,
like
he was a big mentor for him.
Yeah, even though it was for a year, and even though he was doing all of that for him or all the bad things, pero este güey como quiera lo sigue viendo con los ojos de this is the guy that is gonna take me place. Yeah. And to me that was very important. Güey. How this guy didn't even think twice about jumping on board to play for him again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that is something.
That's what surprised me. The fact that he actually read it. Like,
Okay.
I thought that his admiration and his him having him at that high of standards would have like prevented his ego from doing that. But that's where I see his relationship with his dad, because he's so close with his dad, and the same thing like why his dad said, well, I wouldn't let anyone in this world like hurt you, and I hope you understand this. That whole little speech that he gave, and I was just like, yo. And yes, I agree, Grims. Snitches do get stitches and end up with bitches and ditches. But yeah, well, before we go on any further, I do want to go ahead and give another shout out to our third sponsor, OG Barber 956. Guys, go ahead and reach out, give them a call if you guys are feeling like you need to get freshened up. You guys got a special date coming up, a quinceañera, a boda, class pictures. You guys are about to go on a Halloween. You guys want your Halloween get up to look the fullest, and you want to have the best part. You want to look sharp. Go ahead and hit up OG Barber 956, guys. He does everything. He's got tapers. He's got fades. You got long hair. He can hook you up. He's got cornrows. If you got curly hair, you got straight hair. You go bald. You want designs. You want to personalize. This guy's your guy. He can do it for you. Go ahead and hit him up. I know I've said this before, but just in case you haven't heard me say it, he does have a new location, conveniently located off of the expressway in between Sherry and Ware Road here in McAllen, Texas, right next to Tinseltown. Very nice little plaza. And hey, if you got your girl with you, guess what? Not only can you go and get your hair done, that plaza's actually got spa treatment for them. They can go and get a massage, or they can get their nails done while you get edged up and cleaned up. So no worries about that. Super affordable prices. Does a freaking awesome, fantastic job, guys. Once again, that's OG Barber 956, and you guys can go ahead and reach them at 956-878-5289. Set up your appointments. If you guys are on a busy schedule just like we are, go ahead and call him up. He just might be able to go and do a house call for you. You guys can make arrangements, agree on a time, and he can go to you. That's how good this guy is. So once again, go ahead and give him a call. And thank you very much. Okay, back to it, guys.
That was legit, güey.
Ah.
Good job. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
So after the meeting and after he decides, we actually get the final scene. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Fletcher, being Fletcher, betrays this guy. He tells them that they're gonna play certain songs, like so he can have the set ready.
Mm-hmm.
Se llega el día, and the first song is not the song that he fucking told them that they were gonna play.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And this is where we find out also that he knows everything that he did to him, like about testifying, whatever, whatnot.
Yeah, that he knows.
Yeah, and like, he lets him know, like, this is it. Like, like. It's what? Oh, it's a gift.
Oh.
So what's a gift? It's a emoji. Sorry. So He finds out, and we get the same Fletcher we got the whole fucking movie. Like cold, sadistic,
Heartless.
yeah, heartless, like asshole, bitch ass move that he did again. So he ends the movie and he starts the movie with a bitch ass move.
Yeah, you're not gonna expect him to change. I mean,
The first time that I saw this movie, I did wait because of that one on
You
one.
really thought it was?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought Andrew had grown, like as in like, which we see it later on right now before the movie ends. We see like I thought that he had grown as a person, and I thought Fletcher was like, hey, you know what? Like I need to change my ways. Like I'm actually gonna take you under my wings, and we're gonna get you
Help
there.
you out and
Yeah.
get you to where you need to be.
Yeah, and we're gonna write this history. Like we're gonna write this story together. Like, you know, like I'm gonna take you with me. We're gonna get you to where you wanna. You're gonna be that drummer that you wanted to be, and you're gonna be that student that I never had.
Yeah.
And I thought that was gonna be the ending of the movie. You know, we go, we play Caravan. Fucking Fletcher like prods him. You know, like you know what? Like I apologize for like not apologize, but like hey, you are better than what I thought you were, and only as a freshman. You know, or now a sophomore. It's a year after.
Because initially he had told them that they were going to play Caravan, right? And then
Whiplash and Caravan.
Whiplash and Caravan.
Yeah.
And then he starts off and he's like, oh, it's a new melody from I don't know what, and I don't remember what the name of the song was. Yeah, I see where he gets thrown off. And I mean, I like the fact that Andrew took it upon himself to try to freestyle and sort of try to get onto a beat, you know, and try to actually
It's because
make
it's
it
jazz way.
I know, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like jazz, you can actually
But going back to the parts of the
it's
sheets,
freestyle, but it only works if everybody is freestyling.
no. Other than that way, you don't know where the fucking song ends.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So if he would have had the sheets, he could have freestyled. He could have played you could count where the fuck they're at, or you could have asked the other guy, "What measure are you on?" You know, the other guy would have told you like, "Oh, I'm in measure. I don't know, a fucking 20 or whatever fucking measure that he was on." He would have told him like, "Oh, I'm in that measure." But aquí no había, güey,
Yeah.
porque he didn't have the music. Like there was no music for him to fucking play. Like, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah.
So, like, valió chichos de gallina.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, like,
Breast for who
what?
don't know. Chicken breast for those who don't know what chichis de
No,
gallina is.
chichos de gallina, güey.
Chicken
Las
breast.
gallinas no tienen, no, boobs, güey. Las gallinas no tienen boobs.
They have breast.
Chiches, güey.
But
Breast are, no, güey. They don't have nipples.
Pero esos no son chiches, güey. Chiches es el muslo.
Pues sí, güey, pero ¿sabes lo que quiero
Pezón
decir?
es nipple, güey.
Sí, yo sé, güey, yo sé. Pero ¿sabes lo que quiero decir, güey? No es en the chicken breast.
Ya sé.
Anyway,
Está quedando el palo.
breast es pecho, ¿ya ves, güey?
Okay.
No chiches.
A ver, entonces, ¿qué es chiches? Titties?
We
titties?
have breast.
You have titties. I have breast.
¿Ya ves? There's a fucking difference.
I'm getting to titties now, though. I'm not gonna lie.
¿Ya ves? Gracias, Grims.
Check Grams, güey. Hater, vato. You know, next time I go to Harlingen or Brownsville, I'm not going that way. I'm like, no, I refuse. Grams ordered a package.
So, then we get to the final part, güey. Pinche Andrew se levanta todo gutted. He goes to his dad hugs him, and then he comes around and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking do this. And I'm fucking glad because I actually like Caravan. So I fucking was able to hear it played. And I enjoyed that song a lot. Another thing that is true is if he's freestyling the I'll cue you in, it is very important.
Dude, I loved that.
Yeah, I love the I'll cue you in part for the reason being, what's the next film? The next film is The Dark Knight. The next film is The Dark Knight. That's the one with the Joker. Wow, that is a long film, right? What is it like? It's close to 3 hours. And that one should be also on HBO Max. It is on HBO Max. And it's 2 hours and 32 minutes. That's not that bad. So it is gonna be The Dark Knight, and it's on HBO Max, guys. If I can pass it on Discord, I'll pass it again, like on my day off. Usually on Sundays and Mondays. Like yesterday and today, that I showed it like a couple of times. So
He walks back in and he starts with the solo.
yeah. So he walks back in. He starts with the solo. Oh, he starts with the caravan. He tells the bass player or the cello player, no, it's a bass.
Cue you in. Bass.
Yeah, he tells the bass player like, "Hey, I'll cue you in." One thing that I hated about that cue in, he does cue him in at the right spot.
3, 4.
Yeah, but it wasn't supposed to be at that measure.
I'll believe you because I don't know Caravan by heart. I think I've maybe heard it once, maybe twice in my life.
Yeah, so it's like about, it's either you start with that with the bass and then you get into the drums, or you actually play the whole riff of the drums and then you start with Caravan.
Yeah.
So they did a little mix there. I didn't personally like it, but I like the song. So, so he starts playing whatever, whatnot. About the solo. Oh, here's the biggest difference. Remember, I told you if he wants to play fast, he has to loosen up the shoulders. The stance where he was playing at the end to the stance when he was playing at the beginning of the movie, which is another great thing about the director, who actually is a musician, and you can tell, is that he's correctly positioned his shoulders in order to play fast. Like
his shoulders are dropped rather than
yeah, like he's, even though he's hunched, but I think that's Miles Teller being hunched.
just being relaxed by it.
Actually, you can't compare, but Flight of the Bumblebee is fucking easy. Yeah, the Flight of the Bumblebee is fucking easy.
How about compared to the Nutcracker? Or it's called yeah, just because I know it gets
yeah, because well, it's because your beats per minute, your beats per measure, like
increase.
yeah,
They increase and they
but that
decrease.
song's not hard either.
No?
Caravan is hard because you're playing 3/4 beats on 4/4, so you're playing triplets for percussion. It because Caravan is not hard.
So it's having that audible other instruments playing on 4/4, but you have to stay on beat with 3/3
with 3/4.
or with 3/4.
Yeah. So your measure, everybody's counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your music is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which is the jazz cymbal. What he's playing on the cymbal. Yeah, yeah. Your triplets. But Caravan, the hardest thing about Caravan is just making sure that the drummer is on fucking point. Like, cause if he slows down, then nothing sounds like it's supposed to be.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Like melodies and bridges, or melodies, I guess you could say, on the instruments don't sound like if they're part of the song. Like I don't know if you guys heard you watched it, the that complements the melody of the other instruments, and the drums don't sound like they belong because it's not on the right like tempo. Well, not at the right tempo, but on the right beats. So that's the only thing. The dun, 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 dun. You see, It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, dun, 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 dun. And that's the bass. But it's not the that's la diferencia.
Yeah.
So while you're doing the other one's doing dun 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 dun. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and that's the biggest difference.
Yeah.
That's what's hard. That like if you see people conduct it, they conduct
One with one hand and
yeah,
the other one with the other.
and the smaller ones and the smaller one down here. So they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, and then the other one's just right here.
Oh, it's just.
Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, I can definitely see how that's difficult, especially having the rest of the band and you're the only one that's on 3/4s rather than everybody on 4/4s. Oh yeah.
There's very difficult songs for what is it called? Billie Jean by Michael Jackson is fucking difficult on drums.
On drums.
Yeah. Like it doesn't sound like it, but it's very difficult on drums. Highway. I hate Mana.
¿Cuál de todas?
No, I hate Mana.
In
Period.
general?
Yeah, I don't like
Fuck
Mana.
you. What?
I don't like. I think it's. I don't even think it's rockwy.
It's soft rock. It's
No.
Spanish rock.
It's pop way. It's popular music. It's not rock. It's not even soft rock.
The older Maná
Yeah, wait.
was.
Las Mayas de San Blas no es rock way.
No. Muelles de San Blas no, pero como hechicera. Es una hechicera.
It's
No,
really,
well,
really.
okay. How about
Yeah.
hold on, no. I got it on the tip of my tongue. No es hechicera. It's well, I mean, yeah, I'm guessing, yeah. Like the majority is.
Quiero
I would consider it
besar
more
el
as pop.
ombligo de tu boca. Like tampoco es rock way.
No.
Déjame entrar. La de. ¿Cómo va, güey? Siempre la cantan en la peda, güey.
Clavado en un bar.
Tampoco.
Tampoco, yeah.
No,
yeah.
tienen otra, güey. Que. La gente de mí. Que porque me he visto de una manera. Porque me gusta vestirme así. Si no escucho este tipo de música, dime lo que gusta.
Es la que me gusta a mí. Yeah,
Like,
it's because like it's like a mix between pop and like, because like even that one that you were just singing, like that one reminds me of Blitzkrieg Bot, but in a softer.
so, ahora, now that we go there,
The tempo.
pero no vamos a lejos, güey. Soda Stereo. Soda Stereo. La de. Ella durmió al calor de las masas y yo desperté. That's rock, güey. Queriendo tocar. Ya, Jaguar. Güey, la Negra Tomasa, güey.
Yeah.
La Negra Tomasa es rock.
Yeah. And it sounds a little bit more like cumbia, but
Yeah, pero es rock, güey.
es cumbia rock.
Sí, like, tiene el son veracruzano, pero es una cumbia, es rock, güey.
Rock, yeah.
Pachuco, güey.
De
La maldita vecindad. Hey, viste Pachuco. Panda. Oh. Panda.
But Panda's like that's like pop rock. Like it's
Bueno, que es más rock, güey. Maná o...
Somos panda.
No, pero Panda o Maná, güey. Ahí se dan un tiro, güey.
No, sí, yeah. Yeah.
Like, no puedes... que es más rock, güey. Es más rock.
Es como moderato, güey.
Oye,
Haz de cuenta. Haz de cuenta.
porque no puedes,
que
no
es lo
puedes
mismo.
poner en la misma mezcla, güey, a Café Tacuba, güey, y a Maná, güey.
Yeah, no. No.
O a los Hombres G, güey, y a Maná, güey. A Soda Stereo, güey. A Jaguares. A los Enanitos Verdes.
Entonces,
A estos, a los Fabulosos Cadillacs. De Maná no cabe, güey. Maná es como la versión de la pulga, güey, de Coldplay.
no seas mamón, güey. The pulga version of Coldplay, órale.
¿Y quién es la reina del rock, güey?
La reina del rock.
Ya no me sales con que Alejandra Guzmán.
Ya, yo sé, ya. Son muchos nomás.
Uh,
Me gusta andar con pelos.
esa es pinche
No,
Gloria Trevi, güey. Te
Trevi,
pasaste de la... ¡Ey, güera! Esa es Alejandra Guzmán. Nah, I think pop is just popular music.
Yeah.
A lot of things fall into pop. Es como pop urbano, no es reggaetón. No es ni...
Yeah.
No es urbano tampoco, es nomás
Tampoco,
pop.
yeah.
It's popular music.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like pop is not a genre. Pop is popular music.
Yeah, it's shit that plays on the radio.
Yeah.
It's commercialized music. Yeah, it's like with rock, like
Korean popular music.
K-pop. That's what it is. But no, like Ingrid Malmsteen. Most people haven't even heard of Ingrid Malmsteen. That is a little bit more like heavy metal, hard rock, sort of very awesome guitarist. If you guys haven't heard of Ingrid Malmsteen, freaking awesome.
Triple A, La Lucha.
Yo soy rudos.
Sí, yo también. Pero sí, güey.
No, pues también me gusta el octagón y la paca.
Nah, a mí me cago Octagón.
¿Por qué?
No sé, güey. Me cago. Me cago Octagón.
Blue Demon.
Blue Demon no sabe ni luchar, güey.
Este-
So who's the king of popular music? Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah. Hands down. Hands down. The second one in line would probably be JT, Justin Timberlake. For pop.
For pop music.
For pop, yeah.
You know-
at least in my opinion. And third up would be Bruno Mars. Artistically wise. For pop.
So if we have to go for what they did for the genre, there's nobody like Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Hands down. Hands
Pero
down.
los-
But, I mean, nadie trae la trayectoria que tiene Mike.
Ya no sé, güey.
Mike started off at
Pero
5
los
years old.
arreglos musicales, güey.
Well, that's
like
what I'm
en vivo.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you started off with Mike at 5 years old with
No
the
way,
Jackson
pop,
5.
pop is just popular music.
Yeah.
Pero los arreglos musicales, güey, de Justin Timberlake live y de Bruno Mars live, güey, no tienen comparación.
Oh no. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why they're up there right behind Mike.
Like, with their musical arrangements live, way, they surpass Michael Jackson. Maybe because of the fucking technology we have now. Pero los arreglos de Michael Jackson were very basic compared to what you actually hear from.
But it's because Mike was a trendsetter.
No, sí, pero
Like Mike was the original.
I'm not dissing Mike in any way or form, way. Like Mike is Mike. Like there's nobody comparing to it. Like nadie se le compare nada, güey. Pero los arreglos de música que tienen en vivo Justin Timberlake y Bruno Mars, güey, son otro puto pedo. Like there's nothing there. There's nothing.
Wait, what? I start drinking from the.
No sé, güey. There's nothing. There's nobody can get close to them, güey.
Yeah.
I think the closest thing that I've seen to them is Beyonce live. Their live arrangements, way, because they want the live music, which not a lot of people do. Y en español, güey, los arreglos musicales, m- mamalones, arreglos musicales. Es Juan Gabriel, like at the top, Mark Anthony second, Juan Luis Guerra third, and John Sebastian fourth. And thankfully, two out of those four are still alive. Like
Well,
arreglos musicales, güey.
I would say Jose Jose. Um, you don't like?
I like his music, but he's not top.
Well, I mean in his prime, not when.
No. Like I'm talking about music, like personally. Like
Juanga, I will agree with. Juan Gabriel. Who else did you say?
Mark Anthony second, Juan Luis Guerra third, and John Sebastian fourth.
Juan Luis Guerra. I'll agree with. Mark Anthony. I'm on the fence with Mark Anthony because I didn't really hear a lot of his music, and it didn't really catch my attention. And who was the fourth one?
John Sebastian.
John Sebastian. Yeah, John Sebastian. Okay, so to replace Mark Anthony, I would go with Marco Antonio Solis with Los Bookies. O el Boogie Mayor. But it's because there's just so many. You know, you got Camilo Sesto, you got you've got ¿cómo se llama? Roberto Carlos, Rocío Dúrcal. You've got ¿quién más? I mean, well, it just depends on the genre that you're going, because of course you got Chente, you have
Pero ahí te va, güey. Chente no tiene buenos arreglos. Like music, güey.
es que él es charro, güey.
Sí, güey. No, pero no vamos tan lejos, güey.
Yes, he doesn't have that much range of.
No, pero José Alfredo Jiménez, güey. Era lo mismo.
Well, José Alfredo, yeah.
Era lo mismo. Y José Alfredo Jiménez ni escribía la música, güey.
Yeah.
Like, él no sabía tocar nada.
Armando Manzanero.
Ahí está. Armando Manzanero es mucho mejor que Vicente Fernández, güey.
Yeah, hands down.
Pero.
José Feliciano.
Sí, me gusta, pero no.
Yeah.
Rafael.
Rafael.
Like, en Spanish music sí hay un chingo, güey.
Oh, yeah.
No nos vamos tan lejos, güey. A lot of people, like...
Rubén Blades.
Blades. His last name is Blades, actually.
Oh.
If you didn't know, no. It's true. Like, his name is Rubén Blades. Because he took it after somebody within... su padrastro o su papá, güey, algo así, era americano. So, his last name was Blades.
Pero everyone says Rubén Blades.
Blades, porque es dominicano.
Yeah.
Pero no nos vamos tan lejos, güey. Rubén Blades, güey. Calle 13, güey, cuando era Calle 13. Güey, los arreglos de ellos, güey, por encima de mucha música, güey.
Oh, yeah. Especially nowadays, yes.
Yeah, like...
For being a current artist, yes, I will agree. And not only lyrically, but he Residente does different like he can do different styles. Goku le gana. Pues a huevo, güey. Pero no lo compares con Prince Vegeta porque es el príncipe de los Saiyajines. Ok, pórtate bien.
Permíteme, güey.
Sí.
Oh, so I'm typing it, güey. So, pop, güey. Ok, so déjame decirte por qué pop music no es una genre, güey. Porque Taylor Swift es pop. Karol G es pop. Like, if some of her songs. Bad Bunny is pop in some of his songs. Like, no, like, porque todo se puede poner en el radio, güey, es pop.
Yeah.
It's just the list that they made, güey. No, way. Like there's a lot of pop. There's a lot of popular music.
Jail.
What?
That's where I learned the definition of pop. going to jail, because when they throw you in, you either go to your own individual cell or you go to Gen Pop, and it depends how bad you behaved or how bad your actions were to get you there. That'll depend whether you go to general population or
So Gen Pop. I got it.
Gen Pop.
I got it.
And
So, mira, esto me lo dijo el Chombo, güey. Por si no, follow him en el Chombo on YouTube. So, Pop, güey, es la manera en la que la industria pudo hacer que otros artistas se pudieran meter a las lists y poder vender su producto. Like, that's what Pop is. So, vamos a decir que Daddy Yankee, güey, con, no sé, Gatúbela o con canciones antiguas, güey, que era perreo, que era reggaetón, no era pop. Entonces, ¿qué hicieron? Dijeron, hey, este es pop urbano y salió Gasolina. ¿Por qué? Porque ya Jerry le metió ahí, otros productores anglos le metieron dinero y así se hizo el pop urbano, porque existe el pop en country, como Taylor Swift. Porque no suenan igual, güey, la Gasolina ni K-Swift.
It's just like Kelly Clarkson with country as well.
Yeah.
Off of American Idol's popularity, it became country.
Yeah. So, le metieron pop a cosas que le pueden meter dinero en los Estados Unidos, güey, para poder hacer una lista y monetizarlo.
Yeah, monetize.
Like that's how it happened. That period. Y por eso te digo, empezó en los 80s, güey. Porque si no, güey, Elvis Presley would have been pop. Pero Elvis Presley was not pop. He was rock. Like, he was considered rock.
For the moment, yeah.
Yeah,
the moment,
exactly. Porque no existía el pop, güey. Queen wasn't considered rock or pop, and they played a lot of pop music. What's considered pop now?
yeah.
Like
now
a crazy little thing called love. A crazy little thing called love. A crazy little or in somebody find me somebody to love. That would be considered pop. That would have been like Adele type music. And Adele's considered pop.
True.
Like, por eso te digo, el genre, güey, de pop es nuevo.
Yeah, it's a new genre.
That's why it's not a genre. It's just somewhere where everything can fit in order to make it sellable to the consumers in the United States. Y eso empezó por parte de and it started late, way. I think it was late 80s, early 90s, like como con... No nos vamos tan lejos, güey. Este pinche... si Vanilla Ice would have been pop, way, and he was considered rap.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you do got a point. Yeah, because but I think that's where. So it's the same thing with Elvis and with Vanilla Ice. I think it crossed over because of the race thing, like because it was, white people going against jazz and all this rock music and adding different musical beats, the offbeats, the different notes going up and down. They were more of like a like a quartet sort of vibe. They had more of that sweet, loving 50s era music compared to what they were starting to bring out. Hence why it was like, oh, it's a devil music, blah blah blah, and it didn't get accepted until Elvis came out, and then same thing with the rap with Vanilla Ice, where it was like, oh well, no, like rap's a whole bunch of criminals and a whole bunch of this and that, and then all of a sudden the white boy came out saying the exact same thing, selling ice, baby.
Daddy Yankee was not considered pop when he came in, but they made him pop in the United States to sell him here.
Yeah, because you see earlier videos of Daddy Yankee, and he would come out with I don't remember what the other rapper was. Era como like 300 o 3,000 algo. Uh, but Daddy Yankee was like the second one, like the second string or second chair to him, and nobody cared about him until someone invested money into him. Came out with Gasolina and then blew up.
Julio Voltio in the United States, güey. Cuando salió la de Chulin Culin Kun Fly, era como pusieron la de ¿cómo se llama? 3-6 Mafia, güey, in order to put him in here. Because la original version no salió aquí.
Yeah.
So they had to, por eso te digo, they had to mix with, they had to create it
Mix it with Texas or
with
mainstream rap
or anything.
artists.
Yeah, and that's how popular came about.
So it was like the plus one. It was like the plus one to make them into the popular culture, and then from there they grew their name.
Yeah, and it's not saying that Julio Voltio wasn't anybody before hitting, pero
no.
Julio Voltio aquí se hizo por eso, güey, salió en mainstream, porque sola la canción no salía. Hasta después, güey, salió la canción sola. Primero salió la de 3-6 Mafia y luego ya salió la de solamente Julio Voltio y Residente. The same thing happened with Don Omar with Dile que bailando te conocí. Cuéntale. Even 99.5 would play and it was a Tejano music.
True.
Pobre Diabla también, güey. Why? Because it became popular. But yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Anyways, so at the end, este güey empieza a tocar el solo, güey. Basically, Fletcher has nothing else but to be like, my hat's off to you, sir. You proved me wrong, or you proved me your resilience. And that was it.
I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting the validation at the end. The head nod and the like you did it. Like you did it. From the director director.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that from him, but I'm glad, it ended with the happy note.
But final thoughts on the movie on my behalf. I really enjoyed it. I keep on enjoying this movie, other than the little nods about things not going a certain way because they're not real.
Otherwise.
Yeah, they're not real musicians. I can bypass that because of the movie. Like, even though this is a music, at least Miles Teller, you can tell that he learned how to play the kit, and you can tell in the final scene, because all the cuts that were from the face to his arms were a legit one take. So I props for that.
Same here. I agree. The very first time I watched this movie left me with my jaw dropped, my mouth open. Fucking, I damn near gave it a standing ovation. And now that I watched it again, the exact same reaction. I don't know if it's because I have music, like a musical background, or anything in that nature, but it just gave me that musical appreciation to give it, and the amount of training that goes into it, the discipline, the willpower of actually setting a goal, reaching it, surpassing it, and then keep going. It just it amazes me, and it's damn near up there with like if I'd be watching a sports movie. So yes, rating for me from 1 through 10, I will honestly say I give this a 9.8, if not a fucking full 10.
That high?
If not a full 10, because yes, I enjoy it that much because of exactly what I just said. Like, it's just my musical appreciation for it. The knowledge of knowing how much it actually takes for you to improve, and the discipline it takes to improve, and taking it seriously.
For me, just movie wise, everything that has to do with the movie, it is a 9.2, 9.3. It is not a 9.5, just for the reason of me,
Being an actual drummer.
yeah, like actually knowing,
I would see that.
like the little bits and bits about him playing the drums, and I can't get over the bad tempo phrases that they used. But the reason why they get the extra 2 or 3 points is for everything that they did get right about the band way of things, like like the Folger, the sheets, the music, being there early, actually working hard, the blisters in the arms, like all of the little things evened out to the
small, minute
but
details.
the reason why it's not higher than a 9.3, it's the little errors that they made because it got to me. But acting wise, I have nothing bad to say. The movie made sense, unlike fucking Face Off.
God, of course it came up. I was like, we're gonna complete one episode without fucking Amy Face Off, but
No,
it
no,
didn't
no.
happen, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, like
It
it's
was so
not
close, so
yeah,
close.
no, like it's you had two very good actors,
Oh,
like and they did a better job than John Travolta and Nicolas Cage in Face Off 2. By that, this thing is like double the fucking rating than Face Off way. You know what? Face Off should get a fucking 4 way. Nah, I'm just kidding. Pero sí, way, like everything about this movie was it resonated. Two, like I got it and I felt it. The only bad thing was the little tempo things, like little things that I noticed more than anything else.
offbeat things.
Yeah, yeah. But other than that way, I enjoyed the movie. I'll enjoy it again if I watch it again.
yeah.
I don't get tired of the movie. And yeah, what about you guys? What did you guys think? Let us know. Remember, next week it's gonna be the Dark Knight. This is the one with the Joker. It's gonna be it's on HBO Max. Now, don't forget to follow, guys.
Yes. Don't forget to
All
follow,
the
give a
socials
likes.
are right there. Lorenzo, where can they follow you?
You guys can go ahead and follow me at Facebook if you can find me. Facebook, I am under Lorenzo Martinez, I believe. You guys can also follow me on Snapchat. I'm not very big on either platforms, but you guys can follow me on Snapchat. On Snapchat, I believe my name is MoneyHungry956. Go ahead and follow me there as well. I do post up whenever we do go live on there. And you guys are more than welcome to come watch me. Sometimes I'll even post videos while I'm out driving. If you guys are interested in that content, just me giving out good vibes and appreciation to all the customers that do good things for us as drivers, and the support the community gives us. Never seems to amaze me the amount of appreciation that people actually give us, and recognize the hard work and tiresome job that it actually is. I know most people see it as just driving, but it's not just that. We deal with a lot of BS. But other than that, you guys can go and reach me there, those two platforms, both on Facebook or Snapchat. Remember, Snapchat, MoneyHungry956. Facebook, Lorenzo Martinez. I believe I have both of them on private. But if you guys go ahead and request me, shoot me a text through Discord or through here whenever we are live. Let me know, because I usually don't accept friendships or friend requests if I don't know them personally. But just go ahead and shoot me a message, and I will definitely go ahead and add you guys on there. Thank you very much once again for supporting us and watching us every single week, being loyal. It's a pleasure, honestly, guys, to be here and chat with you guys, to have you guys be a part of the conversation. Really enjoy it. I love it. And anything else, brother?
Final thoughts. Autumn says, love it. Whiplash rocks. And Grim says, it was a basic, meaningful movie. I give it a 7 for its meaning, maybe with a deeper connection to instruments, even though I have a connection to music, being a DJ fracasado. But I like it. Had a meaning, and the actors were good. That's awesome. I didn't know you were a DJ fracasado, but
I
I'm
didn't
glad.
either. Hey, screw it. You know
I'm
what?
glad you were a DJ, now that you were a
little-
fracasado.
next little party get together we get.
We're going to call you, Grim.
We're gonna call you up. You're gonna come and have to be a disc jockey for us.
But other than that, guys, thank you guys so much. I resonate everything that my co-host said. Now, remember, guys, season 2 is about to start, and we're probably gonna take a week off.
That's it.
It
Hey,
depends.
you know me. I can run through it. I don't
So
care.
this is the plan, guys. Lorenzo doesn't know, but just give me 5 more minutes, and this is the plan. Okay. So I need to get other GoPros. Okay. Because I need to start asking for permissions. What? La casa embrujada. Nah, but because I do want to do that, but I do want to do that on the fucking what's it called? Because we're not gonna be able to do it live, so we're actually gonna have to record, edit,
Record, edit.
yeah, and then post. So we can actually do that overnights, not on days off. It's gonna be a little bit hard because you work early in the morning. Pero usually like with 2-3 hours of
Content.
with 2 different cameras or
Work it
3
back.
different cameras, yeah, we
We
should
got
be
a
able.
whole week to work on it, so it
Yeah.
don't matter.
Anyways, but we're trying to get that, and then but anyways, guys, just you have yourself a great week, guys. Enjoy it, and see you guys next week. Hasta mañana. WWW.
Thank